Yo, yo, yo. JB Ball Talk. Yo, yo, yo. We in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. Just started the stream right now. I'm going to go ahead and play the intro real quick, and then we'll get into it. Yeah.
JB Ball Talk.
What's the game that you're least interested in? A game that you might just catch the highlights later?
I'm glad you asked me that question, Joel. Joel, what do you think the most intriguing storyline is this season?
I got my eye on Lamar Jackson, that whole situation.
Pay that man his money.
We want to introduce you to some of our guests here. We got our betting expert, Josh, our Cowboys correspondent, Mark. We got our running back analyst and sleeping expert, Ty, as well.
The new game is not prime time, and it's in Minnesota. So let's give Kirk Cousins the benefit of the doubt.
He'll probably have a decent game because nobody will be paying attention.
Ty over here sleeping. Ty, you sleep on stream or?
Thank you.
Can y'all see him on stream sleeping?
Take a fat rip.
Bruh. Look like a phenomenal nap Sunday, I'll tell you that right now. Oh, he's got a penalty.
One too many hip thrusts. Lamar Jackson doing work.
What a catch. Nice throw by Lamar.
They hit him. Let's go. Perfect ball placement.
Expecting them to put some points, but I'm not really seeing it here, Lloyd.
I'm not seeing it here, Lloyd.
Put in Pollard, man. Get rid of Zeke.
As long as they don't mean Saquon ain't popping 60.
As soon as the safety gets down in that box, he already knew he had him.
What do you feel right now, Mark?
I eat Kellen Moore, dude. Everyone love everybody. ELE.
What player would you guys build around right now? Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, Zion Williams, Ja Morant, or Luka, or other? These are all players that are 26 and under.
Tough question, man.
It is a tough question, so take some time to think about it.
I already know.
It's got to go with Luka, man.
Yeah, I think Luka right now is the most explosive and consistent offense.
I'm going with something that you didn't even say. LaMelo Ball.
You would take him over Morant?
Give me Morant or Williams.
Tatum all day. Everybody knows I'm a Kobe fan.
Out of the list, Zion.
I'm going to go Ja Morant. NBA is definitely in good hands, that's for sure.
Okay, let's see here. We got some live action here.
JB Ball Talk.
Show here in the booth. Struce in the corner. Oh!
Gets a look and he makes it.
A lot of time left, a lot of time. Dame time.
They were picking on Struce on defense. Let's see if they do it again.
Oh, he kicks in the corner. Josh Hart. Oh!
Okay, this is spicy, man.
He's shooting.
Give him a shoot.
All shoot.
He's gonna miss on purpose. Oh,
Good
they
miss.
got it. What?
What
are you doing?
And Orton, oh my goodness, just caught a body. Jones there. Goodness gracious. Step back. Oh man! It once and left his hands. He knew that was it.
He do it. They actually showed it, man. Oh, he's got him in the background. Who are those?
I got the crew.
We got the crew in the background. Guys. Shout out to Ty. Thanks for being here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We out for the night. We'll catch you on the next one. Ball up.
Ball up.
Ball up.
Ball up.
JB Ball Talk.
I have my mic muted. My bad, boys. I'm sorry. We're gonna get into it right here. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button if you're viewing right now. I got White in the corner for a three. He's going to miss it. It's going to be Al Horford for the board. And there, three, wide open three. So right now, Boston's getting wide open threes off offensive rebounds and everything. They're just missing them. So they were making them. This game would be out of hand early maybe. But Al Horford fakes pass, shoots a three. He's going to miss it. Finally get a board. And it looks like Don just got hit in the face there by White trying to slap at the ball. So going back and forth here early, 5-5. The score on the screen might be a little bit ahead because it's the ESPN score, but it's okay. We'll take it. All right, appreciate everybody tuning in though. Make sure you hit that like. Doncic here in the baseline over Al Horford, but no, Gafford gets the tip in over Jaylen Brown. They had the switch on that with him and Al Horford. Okay, we got Tatum here, pick and roll with Al Horford. Horford is going to get around Gafford. He's going to lose the ball, though, and Gafford's going to kick it out. So now Luka comes back the other way, gets it to P.J. Washington, cuts in the lane, just dunks it over Derek White. Let's go. P.J. sending a message right there. Brown here come back the other way, though, kicks it out. Got a wide open three in the corner for Al Horford. He's going to make that. So that's the thing about Boston. Like, they might give us some stuff, but, man, they are dangerous on offense. Everybody can hit threes. Oh, Jaylen Brown just hit the ball at Luka, and it looks like they're going to turn it over. And Jaylen Brown gets an easy dunk to take the lead, so it's going to be 10-9, like you see on the screen. So Kyrie's going to bring it up now. I guess Luka was getting heckled by Brown there. Didn't call anything. Kyrie here's going to take it in the lane. Tough fadeaway over Al Horford. Good contest by Al Horford. I don't know if he tipped it. And it's going to come back the other way. Drew Holiday. Then driving in the lane around Gafford. He kicks it out to Brown. Brown's going to take it on Derrick Jones Jr. Kicks it in to Drew Holiday right around Gafford in the paint. And he just lays it up. That was just too easy for Boston. We just got an easy layup off of a dump off, a little cut. Luka needs to get going here. See if he can get off the switch right here. Step back against Al Horford. He's going to miss it, though. He's going to come back the other way. Still 8 minutes left in this first quarter. A little bit scoring early. Team's kind of cooled off now, so going back and forth. Oh, Tatum gets in the paint, kicks it out to Horford in the corner. He has another three, but he misses that one. So transition here. Dallas going to take it. Kyrie in transition. Take it on White. Get around him. Al Horford, tough contest. Tough shot. Oh, hits the front of the rim and then rolls off the glass and then bounces in. Well, that was disgusting, Kyrie. I don't even know how he made that. But we'll take it. 12-11. Tatum taking in the paint here. Kicks it out. Gets tipped around. Oh, Kyrie's going to go for the steal. He does. He gets it. And then Jaylen Brown's going to, I guess, get him hooked on the arm. What a play there by Kyrie defensively, man. Going for that ball. I think he got a piece of it. Wow. I hit the ball before he even went up all the way. And he still controlled it somehow and shot it and got it up to the rim. The soft, feathery touch gets it in. That's your boy Kyrie. What's up, Halo? So 12-11. It's like Lively's in the game now. Gets it out to Kyrie. Kyrie's going to – oh, Drew Holiday fell down, so he's going to drive around. It's a nice jumper on the baseline. Kyrie's going to nail that wide open every time. 13-12. Kyrie here. Oh, I'm sorry. Tatum here. Oh, Porzingis in the game for the first time. So Porzingis comes in when Lively comes in right here. It's going to be a first time out here. 7 minutes left. Dallas is going to be up one. Like I said, I think these games are going to stay tight. We'll see what happens, though, down the stretch. But still early. People trying to get their nerves out of them. Let's see if we can catch any highlights in the booth. Let's go ahead and hop in the booth. All right. We got Luka here. Sure. Let's see what we can find, though. Okay, this is Luka's first career NBA Finals bucket. He gets an easy one, like I said earlier. This was earlier. Jaylen Brown. He just posts him up. He's just bigger than Jaylen Brown, so that's gonna be an interesting matchup. They're gonna keep him on him. He could do this pretty much all day. Take him in, and then you see Holiday stagging off Kyrie a little bit there. But we'll see if Luka can do this consistently. That's going to be his first NBA Finals bucket right there. Make sure you vote in the poll. Looks like Dallas is winning right now, 75-25. So a lot of people rocking on Dallas on the road. It's a tired for game one. Let's see what we got here. Okay, more Luka's first bucket. That's all they're going to show. Show there. I want to find that Kyrie play. Right, here we go. We got Derrick Jones. This is the first bucket for the Dallas Mavs. Kicks it out. Yeah, Gafford kicked it out to wide open Derrick Jones Jr. for 3 on the wing. So Derrick Jones is big. If they can get him going, PJ Washington had that nasty dunk. If they can get those two guys going, along with Kyrie and Luka, they're going to be dangerous. Even though Boston's got a lot of weapons, so it could match. And so it's going to come down, I really think, to the last few minutes of the fourth quarter, if it, obviously if it stays close. Who's going to close it out, man? Both these teams are pretty good at closing it out, but, I mean, it's hard to go against Luka and Kyrie. Close out. So we will see. There's Cleveland warming up here. Luka warming up. I guess we don't have any more highlights on there. See if we can get some on the regular feed. Oh, we got Kyrie here. Here's that bucket over Alfred. This is the one I was trying to find. Oh, this is nasty. Glad they posted it. So if you're watching right now, whew. He was going up and they hit it before he got up in the air like that. He barely got it over Al Horford's outstretched hand, and it just kisses the front of the rim, rolls, feathery touch, gets it in. Too easy. All right. It's about to come back on. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We're going to get back into the main cast in a sec. See what happens here early. See Brown takes it in the paint. And PJ Washington looks like he's going to get a block there, but they didn't call a foul. I don't know. They might have hit him on the arm. Jaylen Brown's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Porzingis in the game after that injury. Let's see how he does coming into playoff atmosphere after being out most of the playoffs. I mean, I think he played a little bit in that Heat series until he got hurt. So, we're about to find out. Jaylen Brown here. Free throw line makes the first. Ties it up. Excited to see how aggressive Luka is going to be. Kyrie. I mean, I know they want to get their other players involved too. They want to get everybody involved. It also depends what the defense does, how the defense reacts. But he makes the second, 14-13. We got Luka here bringing up the ball. Pick from Lively. They're going to switch. They had Brown, or they had Tatum on Lively, so they had switched to Tatum on him. And then Luka here going to take it in the paint. Oh, nasty. What? How did he just make that? What? There was 3 defenders around him. He had White, Tatum, and Porzingis around him, and somehow he double pumped in the air, kind of like Kyrie does, and he made it. I don't know if he learned that from Kyrie or what, but wow. That was nasty. Okay, Tatum here. Going around Lively. Likes that matchup. He kicks it out to White in the corner for 3, and he's going to make it. PJ Washington closed out too late. That's the thing, man. They have 3-point shooters all over the place. So, Tatum, they get Tatum in the lane, Brown in the lane. They're dangerous. Kyrie here, trying to get a pick from Derrick Jones. Going to go the opposite way. Kick it out to Derrick Jones for a wide open 3. Porzingis is going to close out late. And he's going to miss that, though. So, coming back the other way, Drew Holiday. Trying to get in the paint. He does. He kicks it out to White for a 3 again on the wing, and he makes it. He's on the roll. White, 2 threes in a row. First in the corner and now on the wing. That's huge. 20-15. Boston's up by 5. Luka here with the little step back in the paint, but he kicks to Derrick Jones, and Derrick Jones can't lay it up. Porzingis gets a good contest and get the board. Derek White's going to come back the other way. Derek White, Porzingis, gets to Porzingis, likes to smash up against Luka. He's going to step back, and Luka's going to call foul on Luka. I guess he put his hand, got him on the elbow or something. I'm not too sure. This Boston team is nasty. They're going to be tough. They're going to be tough. Dallas is going to have to play 4 really good games to beat this team. And that's what they've been doing all playoffs, though. They've been playing 4 really good games to beat these other teams in the West. But Celtics is a different beast. But, man, they're going to have to play some really good games. Okay, so Boston's coming in here with some subs. They got
it's amazing. And you look at this guy, it's off the front.
Yeah, Hauser. I think it's Hauser here. Hauser again.
He's had great success. He's had legendary games.
So they're gonna match some minutes maybe with Hardy for Dallas. Hardy's in the game for Spill Kyrie. Luka's gonna do a step back over Porzingis and says, in your grill, bro. That's why I don't want you on my team. There we go, 22-18. So Luka trying to bring him back with Kyrie on the bench. He's going to have to take over. Oh, they like this matchup. Porzingis against Hardy. He's going to pump fake a few times, and then he's going to just shoot the jumper right there, kind of on the elbow, little midi. So Porzingis gets his first bucket, 24-18. Luka's going to bring it back. Hauser's on him. He's going to try to take him in the paint. Oh, he's going to get poked away from by Hauser. Great defense by him. You know, when to poke the ball. Jaylen Brown dives on it. It goes back the other way. Tatum here gets picked away from Hardy. That's a good thing by Dallas. They're reading the passing lanes, and they're trying to get to him because that's what you got to do against Dallas. You know they're going to make the right pass. You kind of predict it sometimes to get there. P.J. Washington just missed a layup on the other side. Had a chance to get cut into this lead. And now they're going to call a foul, getting too aggressive with Tatum on the wing right there. Man, you got a game. Yeah, that was good D by Porzingis there against PJ. Made him a tough layup and didn't make it. And then could have been an offensive foul against Hardy there. Kind of elbowed him going up. He was going up for a shot. Hardy got a little too close to me. That's why they didn't call it. But honestly, like, I think that's off. All right, handoff here by Porzingis to Tatum. Gets it back. 3 for Porzingis. He's feeling it. No, he hits the front of the rim. So he's got to get his legs a little back under him. But Boston's scary right now. Luka needs to get it going. Luka, step back. Oh, he missed it. In and out. Yeah, this is a great game so far. All right, Brown here, one-on-one with Luka. Gonna take it in the paint, kick it out to Porzingis, but he's gonna miss the pass. Miscommunication there. He's gonna throw it out of bounds. So this is big for Dallas. Try to cut into this lead. Luka here. Oh, the fake pass. Oh, he ends up throwing it out to Green. Green drives it in with a little floater. Should have took the 3. Would have been wide open. Luka here in the corner gets off his rebound for 3, but he misses it. Just couldn't get his legs under him, I guess. It was short-armed it. Tatum here taking it in the paint. He's going to miss the layup. He's going to get tipped out by Green. Good hustle by Green there. Hardy's going to bring it back the other way. He's going to slow it down. Oh, actually, he's going to take it on Brown in the lane because no one else was around, and he misses the layup, though, and then that Kleba came in and tipped it out of bounds, trying to go for the rebound. So Kyrie's going to come back here now with 3:09 left in the first. Take a quick spill for him. It's the finals, man. They're going to play a lot of minutes. I'd be surprised if Luka and Kyrie play a lot of minutes to the point where you're going to see them for most of the time. Definitely if it comes down to that closeout game, they might just say whatever. But we'll see. I want to give him a little bit of a rest here and there. So White here, Kyrie on him, kicks it to Porzingis on the wing, lively all over him. This is actually a good matchup for them. Oh, never mind. Porzingis went right around him and just dunked it. So that's not a good matchup for them. I thought Lively maybe had a little more foot speed, like laterally, to where he can maybe stay with them, but I guess not. They might have to try to put Cleve on him or something. Try it out. Yeah, Porzingis gets another defensive block there. So 26-18. Boston still up. Kyrie guarding White, posting up. Porzingis is going to post up White here. Oh, he's going to back into him. He's going to back into him, and could have been an offensive rebound, but he was just being physical, and then he ends up hitting his little jumper. So they go up 10, 28-18. Boston looking tough here, fellas. They're looking tough. It's still early because Luka and Kyrie haven't really gone off yet, and also they haven't really got the first ball. But give credit to Boston's defense, man. They've been playing pretty good. So we'll see what happens. All right, we're going to get in the booth here. So this is that PJ dunk right here you saw earlier. Being aggressive on Derek White, getting to the lane, just going right around him. So both these being aggressive, though, because Porzingis had a play just like that earlier. I don't know if the Celtics page probably has it pulled up. Let's go see. Let's go see the Celtics. Get some highlights here. This is Tatum. Oh, this is Al Horford. This is the very first dunk he had. That was early. They only have that. Oh, this is that play by Luka. Oh my, this was nasty, bro. If Luka could do this, like, bro, it just gets it. It was like three defenders. None of them really went for the ball. He kind of just brought it up and then took it back like a little fadeaway and was able to just float it in on his way down. I don't know. Like I was like something like Kyrie would do. He's on his way down and just kind of toss it up. Pretty nice. Yeah, that's all they showed. Let's go back to the oh, that shot by Kyrie is just disgusting. Oh yeah, so that's the same play. I'm pretty sure he's not. Yep. It's crazy. Alright, give me 1 second. Back. Alright, let's see here. That Kyrie shot again. He's probably getting ready to come back on. Yeah, here they are turning on Porzingis. So Porzingis coming off to a quick start, even though he hasn't played in forever. So we're gonna get back into it here. Green here bringing up the ball for Dallas, which is kind of interesting. Gets it to Gafford, though. They're going to run a set here. Oh, Kyrie tries to set a pick. Green gets it back door, but kicks it back out to Kleba. And then Kleba's going to throw it to Hardy. Kyrie's in the game. Luka's on the bench taking a breather. Hardy's going to get in the paint against Drew Holiday. Almost stolen, but Hardy got it back and does a little fadeaway and makes it off the glass. So that's a big shot right there by Hardy on a tough defender, Drew Holiday, who almost got the steal. Cuts it to 8 right there, 28-20. But you know Boston, they're probably going to come back here and do something. Tatum off the screen, has Gafford on him. He's going to pull for three deep. He's going to make it. Buckets. Splash. Tatum feeling it right now, 31-20. So Boston here, not slowing down. They're trying to blow this team out. They're telling them like, we've blown you out before regular season. We're blowing you out again because I think they did one the last game. They matched up. I don't know who was playing though. Kyrie from corner for three over Hauser. He's gonna miss it off the backboard badly. Pretty good deep by Hauser there, but Kyrie, what are you doing? Oh, and then Porzingis for a deep three. Just throws up and makes it. So 34-20. Boston on a run here, getting ready to take it up probably even higher. It looks like on the screen. So, Kyrie just got blocked by Porzingis trying to shoot over him. And then Hauser's going to get a corner three and make it. So they're just going off now. So early in the game, they were missing threes. Now they can't miss threes, and they're up 17, just like that. But to Dallas's credit, it's the first quarter, and they only have 20 points. So they are definitely slacking on offense. They usually have more than that. I don't know what they're doing. They're not running their offense. They're not really getting in the lane. I guess Boston's playing a little different defense. They're switching a little more. They're playing a little different defense than these other teams were against them, so they can't really get the lobs they were getting. But they need to look for those, honestly. They need to pick a roll with whoever Gafford Lively is. Tatum here getting in the lane, but he's going to lose it. Thought he got fouled. Maybe Green come back the other way. Oh, he's going to try to dunk it over Porzingis, but Porzingis is going to block him. What the hell? 6 seconds left on the clock. Pritchard's going to shoot a deep three. He's going to miss it. Offensive rebound, Drew Holiday's going to throw it up, and it's going to be in the first quarter. So 37-20 into the first quarter. Boston up by 17, but still a lot of time left. But, man, Dallas had a horrible first quarter offensively. Pretty good defensively until they started letting him hit all those threes at the end. But what a block. That was a clean block, too. I see that on the Twitter feed. Porzingis just blocked him nasty. Let's get back into it. Yeah, there he is. There's that dunk by him early. So, yeah, this was a little earlier in the game. But, man. And then he gets that block right there, that contest. So, Porzingis is really being the X factor right now. A lot of people thought, Kyrie would be the X factor for Dallas. And then, I don't know, man. Porzingis is just on that level right now. Lively and Gafford need to toughen up or do a little something. Or maybe, I don't know who's going to guard him. Maybe throw Glebe on him and see how he does. But it's tough, man. That's why Boston was so good in the regular season when they had Porzingis. They were really ridiculous. Like, no offense to Al Horford, but he's not Porzingis right now. Not his prime. Al Horford in his prime was not even just as good as Porzingis. But, man. So we'll see what happens here. The dunk again. So yeah, Dallas though with 20 points in the first quarter. I'm gonna peep the stats real quick. Kyrie only has 4 points. Gafford has 2. Hardy has 2. Let's see what has. Doncic has 7. Doncic is their leading scorer. You only get so they're not getting a rhythm offensively. Derek Jr. had to hit that 3, but he hasn't done anything else. So we'll see. See what happens, but it's not looking good early for Dallas. They need to get their offense rolling. Give credit to Celtics defense though. They're playing tough. They're switching everything. And they're D'ing up solid, I mean, they're just not giving away any easy buckets. They're making it tough. I think Luka's lost the ball like 2 or 3 times. They might have even poked it away from Kyrie too. So they're getting after it, man. They're letting him play a little bit. Yeah, Luka made the shot, which was crazy. I I don't know how he made that after that. That picture, he made that shot, bro. Like, if you showed someone this picture and be like, does this guy make this shot? What would you say? Yeah, exactly. You would say no. But he made it. And he probably learned it from Kyrie. Alright, we're about to get back into it soon. Doris Burke, congratulations. First woman to do an NBA Finals game. Oh, they're interviewing Kyrie, trying to put more pressure on him. What happened? Why are you losing? All right. Oh, they're good. All right, Luka back in the game. Dallas with the ball, down by 17. Kyrie's going to get the ball on the baseline here. Hauser on him in the jab step. Driving the lane. Left-handed little floater. Easy. Right when he gets in the paint, just rises up with the lefty and just floats it in. So Kyrie here looking like he wants to try to help bring Dallas back. See what he can do. See if they can get a stop. They need to play some defense now and get some stops. String a few stops together. We'll see what they do here. Oh, Pritchard here kicks it out to Drew Holiday. Tries to swing it around, but who's that? PJ Washington there. Oh, they called a foul? Oh, no, call it out of bounds. They say good defense. Yeah, PJ Washington hit it out of bounds. Deflected the pass. Hancock says, what jersey? What is that? What are your thoughts on what? What are your thoughts on the new jersey? I don't know about that, man. I haven't seen him. I don't think I've seen him. Oh, you're talking about the Jazz or whatever? The Utah Jazz? I might have seen him. Luka here getting in the paint. Kicks in Gafford. There he is. He found him that time with Brown on him and just an easy little putback right there. So that's what they need to do. They need to get into Gafford and Lively, get some easy buckets. See what they can do here. Hauser in the corner for a three off the Drew Holiday drive. That was big. So now 42-24. Boston here just hitting on all cylinders on threes right now. PJ Washington trying to post up on Hauser. He's going to get fouled there. Just throws up some junk, but gets fouled. Hauser thought he played good D. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button. I'll be right back. Alright, get back into it. PJ hits the second free throw. So it's going to be 26-42. See if Dallas can creep back into this. Drew Holiday kicks it to Brown. Brown's going to drive in the lane around Luka. Oh! My God, Brown. Just destroy the rim through Gafford, and even Kyrie tried to contest him. Kyrie over Pritchard. He's going to miss the three over Pritchard. Wow, what a dunk. Oh, my Lord, Brown. No mercy. Like, he's saying, Luka, you can't guard me. He has him now again. He kicks it out to Pritchard off to Gafford. Help. Pritchard's going to miss the three, though. PJ Washington can get the board, so that's big for Boston, or for Dallas to maybe try to weather the storm a little bit here by Boston, just going off. Kyrie going to get in the lane on Pritchard. Says, you can't guard me. Oh, but misses the layup, the lefty. He rolls off the rim. Thought he got fouled by Pritchard. He was all over him. All right, so Brown here is going to take it on Kyrie. It's going to be a foul on Kyrie trying to get around that screen from Al Horford. So, we have a good one, folks. Yeah, in between Derrick Jones Jr. and went through four Dallas players to get that. In between Luka, Derrick Jones Jr., and then he ends up dunking on Kyrie and Gafford at the same time. Yeah, give it to him, man. Yeah, give it to him. Boy, What a play. Porzingis here back in the game. Lively's all over him. I went around him earlier and just he acted on him.
Oh,
Joel in the house now.
let's go, Jaylen Brown with the dunk.
I told y'all he's about to hop in here soon. So we got here now. Okay, we got Al Horford here. Yep, nasty dunk. Pritchard here for a deep three on the shot clock expiring, so he had to throw it up. 44-26. Boston here with all control, up by like 18. We got Pritchard guarding Luka. They're going to double team him with Al Horford. Al Horford's going to get the foul, I guess. Luka went in between them and almost got the N1, but missed it. So, Joel, early, what are you thinking here? I mean, Boston up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, hitting a lot of those threes in that into that first quarter helped them. But.
Yeah, and that's what their game revolves around. I mean, almost half their shots come from three-pointers, man. Almost 47% of their shot, as JJ was talking early. So that's their game, that driving kick game. And when they're playing as a team and they're hitting, they're very tough to beat, as we've seen. I mean, this team's won 60-plus games for a reason. And obviously, we've seen Kristaps comes in, make a huge impact. You know what they've been missing as far as that size, that length, that mismatch, and him able to hit from anywhere on the floor. And right now, they're making life tough for the Dallas Mavericks on both ends of the floor. But a lot of talk was of course, the Mavs coming out of the West, having to play some tougher teams. They did look like the better team coming in. We haven't really seen Boston play at a high level throughout these playoffs, but we're seeing it tonight. And you can see how tough Boston is playing at their best with this driving kick style. So like Ben said, if they're hitting their threes, they're going to be tough to beat every night. So
yeah, what's crazy is early in the game, they had some wide open threes. They were just missing them. So they could have been up even more. And then they started hitting them towards the end of that first quarter. So
yeah. And the scary thing here is that Tatum and Brown haven't really gone off yet, and Boston's up by this much. So that's where you get a little concerned if you're Dallas. But again, we need to see.
But then again, the role players play better at home, so that's what is happening right now with Boston, at least.
And there's that pick and roll from Lively and Luka. He's looking for that lob. As we know, the Mavs lead the league in lobs these playoffs. He's looking for, but Porzingis playing really well on defense when it comes to that lob. And with him in the game, Boston just makes them tough to guard. They got him. They got Horford as well. They can both knock down shots from the outside. Can both pump fake and drive to the basket if they need to. So Boston, as you see, very tough to guard, and they've made it challenging for anybody this season.
Luka here, pick and roll with Lively. Going to get in the paint. Al Horford on him. He's going to drive it, hand it out to Lively. Lively's going to get bumped by Porzingis. I don't know how that wasn't a foul. I guess because he was just coming down. He bumped into him.
Looks like Lively just lost the ball out of bounds there, so it's going to be Boston ball here. 27-44, just under 8 minutes left here in the second quarter. Tatum's going to bring it down here. He got Lively on him, but he gets the pick from Horford. Got the switch on Luka now. Oh, Tatum fires a three over Luka, no good. Mavs with the rebound here. So we had some real up and down early action. It was real close, and then all of a sudden Boston just went on a run and kind of.
Yeah, they hit a string of threes.
Here's P.J. Washington with the wide open three, top of the key, no good.
They need that. He's wide open. They got to get it. He was hitting them the last few series to see if they can keep getting it.
Yeah, that's going to be the discussion with this Mavs team. Luka and Kyrie will come to play, but who's going to be the other guys that are going to be able to knock down the shots that they can count on, right? Here's Porzingis, top of the key, got Derek Jones on him. He's posting him up, going to fire up an elbow jumper, and he got it to go. Porzingis, we haven't seen him play in a month and a half, and this guy's hitting everything, man. So
it was a tough shot. He had the size advantage on Derek Jones, but it was still a tough shot. He was all over him.
Stepping up to the challenge, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 2 blocks. Here's Doncic with the step back, no good for Luka. So he's struggling shooting right now. Boston making life tough for the Mavs. Here's Jaylen Brown attacking P.J. Washington. Little step back, step through, kicks it back out. Here's Derek White. Gets the screen from Porzingis. Going to go away from it, but he got the switch with Lively. And even back to Porzingis, he's got the mismatch against Josh Green. Porzingis pump fake, shoots it over him, step in, got it again. Porzingis just making it look easy right now. Porzingis is everything that people wanted. Wemby is everything that people wanted Porzingis to be. What Wemby's doing right now, that's what they thought Porzingis was going to be when they drafted him. Obviously, he didn't have a great start. He was hurt at some point, but wasn't a good fit with the Mavs when he was over there. They didn't have the greatest team either. I mean, you put him on that team now, it's a different story, but he's really found his niche here in Boston, been able to kind of take on that role as that third guy. And it looks like he's just being ultra aggressive tonight, even though he's come back from a long layoff. He looks like he's really ready to play. They've probably been working him hard in practice, in 3-on-3s and full court scrimmages. So it looks like, I mean, if you're scrimmaging against guys like Tatum and Brown, I mean, you're gonna come ready to play in the game.
He had
So.
earlier with Green on the fast break shoes.
Yeah.
He's feels like he's fully back. I guess they like you said, they practiced him quite a bit, full speed in practice to know he was ready. They didn't rush it.
I mean, can Porzingis come back from injury and be a Finals MVP candidate? Can he possibly?
I mean, he would have to have like 2 or 3 games like this that win. They win.
He's having the first one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. One's a good start, but I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know. But yeah, you're right. Dallas really has nobody that can match up with them. That's what I was saying earlier. I mean, who are they going to put on him? I mean, maybe like I said Biba, but
yeah,
Biba. I mean, he's giving away maybe a little height, tiny bit of height, but maybe he can stay with him laterally because you saw him earlier go around Lively like nothing and just dunk it. So Lively cannot stay with him.
And that's the thing. He's just a walking mismatch when it comes down to it. You're going to have Derek Jones and P.J. Washington guarding, Tatum and Brown. And
here's the Porzingis butter.
These guys, you can't let these guys get busy. And then all of a sudden you got Porzingis. He's going to have, like Ben said, already the third best defender or whatever it may be on him. He's just going to carve him up. He's going to eat him up. So the Mavs are going to have to figure that out. Now, we have seen throughout the playoffs the Mavs have come back from big leads. So I wouldn't count them out quite yet in this game. We know that they could get hot.
This is interesting. I'm surprised they stopped doing that.
Yeah, I wish they would still put the trophy in the middle of the court or on the side or something. The finals logos or whatever.
They put the finals logo. They didn't put the trophy.
They used to put them on the side, I think, and then the trophy. I don't know, but either way, we've seen the Mavs make some comebacks.
That deep 3-by
in these playoffs, but again, they need to get hot. They need to figure something out on offense. They need to have that third guy that can make some wide open threes. I heard Jalen Williams from the Thunder talking about the Mavs and talking about that series, and he talked about how the Mavs, when they went on their runs, they were big runs because they would hit a lot of threes, they shoot a lot of threes, and they obviously would hit those shots, much like the Warriors used to back in the day, where their 10-point runs feel like almost 15, 20-point runs because they get the crowd in it and just huge, big, tough shots, right? So he was saying that. He says, you can get down 10 against a team like that, and all of a sudden you panic. You start getting out of your offense, trying to go one-on-one, things like that, and then all of a sudden you look up and the lead's 15, 20, just in a matter of seconds or a matter of minutes, right? So you really got to be careful with a team like that. So Boston, and they have let teams back in it too. Boston, they were lackadaisical against, Cleveland at times, Indiana at times. So they really got to keep that pressure on and keep their foot on the gas because a team like the Mavs, you see Luka and Kyrie start to get hot, all of a sudden you start them chipping to that lead. Things can get a little dicey at the end because you don't want to have a close game with these two scorers and finishers at the end of the game. Boston really wants to keep this at 6, 8, 10 going into late in the fourth.
Well, it looked like that early. Yeah, it looked like that early.
48-27, Boston up 21, 6:20 left, and Al Horford here with the good defensive deflection.
Yeah, it looked like that early, Joe. Like Boston or the Mavericks were going to stay with them scoring wise and kind of keep it close. And all of a sudden, Boston found a groove on defense, kind of clamped down, and they started hitting threes, and so it just built a little bit of a lead. Derek Jones there with a nice drive on Holiday to get an easy bucket.
Derek Jones said before the series, I don't see a team beating us in 7 games, so I'm sure the Celtics got wind of that, but I'm sure they feel the same way about their team. So Celtics up 19 here. Drew Holiday with a 3 from top of the key, no good. Mavs with the rebound, so
Luke on the bench here taking a rest. Kyrie going to bring it up.
The Mavs can somehow chip into this lead before half.
You're back to me.
You got Maxey in the game here. Derek Jones swinging it to Luka.
Oh, Luka's in the game.
Luka here driving against Drew Holiday. Got the size mismatch, goes to the paint, but Drew Holiday plays good defense on him.
Yeah, Luka thought he didn't even foul, so he passed it out instead of shooting there. So he could have got a shooting foul, but it's going to be on the side.
Yeah, surprised they called that foul, Ben. It was, Luka stepped back, wasn't going to take the jump shot, kind of did go swipe through.
He did go through him, but Holiday's arm was already there, and Luka went right through. So I guess that's why but they still called it. Oh, Luka there had a layup and just missed it, surprisingly.
So you see the Celtics really staying on Luka's hip, really forcing him to drive and finish at the basket. Not letting him settle for those jump shots he likes. Here's Jaylen Brown from the corner, 3 ball.
So Boston goes again, man. Just clicking on all cylinders. You got to be ready on defense.
Still here by Brown.
And Brown just steals
Picks
it,
Luka's
kicks
pocket.
Luka.
Clean. Says, what's up, man? I'm here too.
Ooh, I think he just did Kyrie celebration, bro. Kyrie, I don't know if Kyrie saw that,
throw up the sign.
He did the seatbelt. He did the seatbelt, bro. He said.
Oh, that means he has them on lock.
Yeah. Well, he's the bus driver. He's
another turnover here. Another turnover here by Dallas with the foul of Maxey off the screen. Legal screen here, it looks like.
Yeah, he was moving. He was handing it off to him, but I think he was moving.
Picking Luka's pocket.
Luka isn't 100%, but Jaylen Brown's good defense there. Great defense.
So Boston here really opening this thing up here at the end of the half. This is getting dangerous for the Mavs. Here's Drew Holiday, gets inside, kick to Derek White, and Boston's just a threat at every position. And then they go with this, what seems like a small lineup, but you got Al Horford in there as well, and they can just attack you from every position. It's tough, man. Here's Kyrie. Yeah. Just throws it away. And this is where when you get down like this, it's just you start making those mental mistakes. Things just don't look right. You're out of sync, out of rhythm on offense, and the defense doesn't click as well. Your team defense, you're not moving as hard. You're not cutting as hard. Subconsciously, these players just drained you mentally.
Yeah. And we've seen Dallas getting this mode before.
Dallas in the zone here, and Jason Tatum's going to shoot you right out of that mode. You know what I'm saying? So, 29-point lead for Boston. And it's funny, I had a conversation with my buddy at work today. He was really talking about Dallas, and he wanted to bet on the game and stuff. And
I heard that a lot of people bet on Dallas to the point where I think that they said, nah, Boston's going to win this one.
I can see a lot of people jumped on the Timberwolves after they beat Denver, and a lot of people jump on the Mavs. Oh, terrible pass by Tatum, but
the Mavs after they beat the Timberwolves.
Yeah, Holiday throws it out off of Kyrie, but everybody jumps on the Mavs after they beat the Timberwolves. And I'm just thinking about it, especially with the Celtics getting Porzingis back. I mean, this team won 60-plus games for a reason.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of memes showing that the path for the Celtics has been a lot easier than the path.
And that's one thing he mentioned. He was like, don't you think that the Mavs had a tougher path? And I said, yeah, but if anything, that favors the Celtics, doesn't it?
Yeah, because that means they're more fresh.
Exactly. and now they're healthy. Yeah.
They know what they're going against.
Exactly. And maybe we haven't seen them play at that level, but
they haven't had to.
They haven't had to. Yeah. So, if anything, although Dallas did handle Minnesota pretty quickly in 5, still going through that gauntlet in the West. I mean,
Brown's in his prime, Tatum's in his prime. So y'all better. I mean, that's why it's tough right now too. And then also they got a whole bunch of great role players. So,
blocked here by Maxey on Tatum. It looks like it's going to be a turnover. So first. Good team defensive possession here by the Mavs. What's good? Brandon Hancock, good to see you tonight, bro. Hope you're enjoying the game.
Yeah, Josh said he might have earlier in halftime, but I don't know.
So we're about to be up in Colorado in about a week.
I was just there a few days ago chilling with them.
You were. Oh, did you see Josh?
Yeah, I got to chill with them.
Here's Luka driving against Jaylen Brown. Stop, turn, footwork, kicks it out to Josh Green, who kicks it to PJ. Wing 3 short. And the Mavs they look like they don't got their legs, but it looks like they still got that jet lag or something.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know when they got to Boston, but
that's bad room service.
Oh man.
Oh, air ball by White there. That's surprising.
Handball.
Yeah, that's surprising there because White was hitting earlier all these threes. All right, Katie, they're having a conversation with Kyrie. So 58-31. We've seen Dallas come back from big leads before, so it's not over yet. There's still a lot of time left, but if they let this creep into the middle of the third, this big of a lead going to the fourth, they might just, might just call it. So we'll see.
I mean, there's big leads and there's 30-point leads.
So. Yeah, well, the fact that the 30-point lead is early in the game at least, but you never want that, obviously. But it still gives them time to be able to chip away at it and possibly get back in it. They gotta start, like you said, start clicking on all the cylinders. They're looking lackadaisical right now.
Yeah, they're not clicking on offense.
You could tell Celtics defense is playing a lot better, just on rotation, everything. Also being aggressive.
Yeah, when you're hitting shots, when you're able to kick it to your teammates and you trust your teammates to hit shots and you start it, I mean, it gets contagious. Everyone just wants to get into it and get a bucket. Here's Luka using the body against Drew, a little fadeaway, got the bucket to go. But as you can see, even the buckets that the Mavs do get, Boston's making it tough for them. Yeah, they're making them drive, giving them contact, making them fade away, whatever it may be, and they're just Boston's getting easy shots on the other end. So Mavs are going to have to figure something out, even if it's not for this game, for making adjustments for the series, whether it's game 2 or whatever it may be. So
That's that done by Jaylen Brown. Nasty. So yeah, MVP of the game right now, probably Jaylen Brown or Porzingis. You got to give it to one of them. Tatum showed up too, hit a few big threes. They've always kind of showed up, all three of the stars, but for sure Brown with that dunk, and then Porzingis hitting those jumpers, hitting that three. They're looking tough right now, man. They got White too hitting a couple of threes. Drew Holiday just making plays, playing tough defense, making it tough on Kyrie and Luka. So I think that there was a commentator. What's his name? The guy used to be the GM for the Warriors.
Bob.
Bob. Yeah, he was talking about how I forgot his last name is, but he was talking about how Boston's a better team, like overall, like just their
Bob
depth
Myers.
and Bob Myers. Yeah, they're a better team, but they got to play up to par because Dallas has the pieces to be able to match up with them. At a certain point. So it's really going to come down to that. And right now, Boston's showing that they're showing up. They're not being lackadaisical. They could have came in lackadaisical, not played up to par, and they're being aggressive, man. Just plays like that right there.
No, that's a great point. I mean, I think we know that Boston's the more talented team, right? It's just about, are they going to put it together? And like that goes back to what we were saying earlier. They won 60 plus games for a reason. So when this team is firing on all cylinders, there's nobody in the NBA that's messing with them, bro. Like they are that team. So, and they're not going to be beat in a 7-game series playing like this by anybody in the league, I don't think. So
yeah.
You're at that point. You just got to tip your hat off to them and say, "We're a great game."
But yeah, and you got to tip your hat
too much talent.
You got to tip your hat defensively right now, because in the first half, I had not seen one. Maybe there was one lob to Gafford or Lively, but I have not seen as much as there was obviously in the last series and the series before, and that's because there was more bigs in those series that were in the paint trying to help on Luka and Kyrie, and there was an easy lob. But now the Boston switching a lot of this, and it's making it easier for them to fall back defensively and not have to worry about the lobs. So Mavs going to have to adjust and find some offense somewhere besides getting lobs and just doing isolation, Kyrie and Luka. They're really going to have to, figure it out. It's going to be interesting to see what Kidd throws in offensively besides that. And defensively, too, trying to slow them down. I mean, like, how do you slow – it's hard to slow down the Boston offense, but, like, how to slow down Porzingis and Brown a little bit. I mean, you got to maybe live with one of them going off and Tatum. But
yeah, it's obvious that Boston is going to put emphasis on trying to stop that lob. But we're going to see when the Mavs do get in, whether it's this game, they might not happen this game, but when they do get in a rhythm in this series, and you see them firing on all cylinders, you will see that lob play kind of come into effect, because that's when Kyrie and Luka are hitting shots, brings the defense up. Big has to step up, things like that. So they're going to get those opportunities. But right now, with the out of sync and out of rhythm on offense, it's just not going to happen. They have to be in rhythm. They have to have some juice going on offense. So we're back at the game here, 58-33. You got 2:30 left here. Tatum with a nice move in the dunk. Dunks on Maxey. He says, boy, don't jump.
He had the mismatch against Kai.
Nice spin on Kyrie there. And Jason Tatum quietly just kind of filling up the stat sheet. Obviously, he's got a lot of slack this postseason. But dude's solid, man, and they just got a solid squad. So here's Luka. Got Porzingis on him. Chandler Parsons been talking smack, saying they don't like each other. Luka said, I never talked to Chandler Parsons.
What a pass by Luka there. Got Horford.
I don't know if that was a pass.
No, I think it was. No, I think it was.
That was a pass. Hell of a pass then by Luka.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it was a shot, but maybe he threw it up, thought he was going to get fouled. But Horford and Porzingis were all over him. PJ had that wide open dunk.
PJ got the wide open dunk there. Maybe that'll get him going. There's Derek White swinging it over to Porzingis. Shoots on Luka from the logo, the TD Garden logo.
And smiles at him and says, yeah, I got you.
It's like, yeah, man. Remember when they gave me away for a bag of chips? Here's Kyrie coming off the pick. Swings it to Luka. Back to Kyrie. He's got Horford on him. You know he's going to take this mismatch. Oh, but he swings it to Maxey. Maxey's going to drive on Porzingis. And, good defense, but Maxey with the good finish.
Yeah.
Double clutch.
Yeah, double clutch and takes to the right glass and warded off Porzingis there. Oh, Brown taking it in the lane, almost about to dunk it on Kleba, but ends up getting fouled there behind by PJ.
And that's one thing with PJ Washington this series. He's going to have his hands full guarding Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Is he going to be able to get some rhythm on offense, having to focus so much on defense? You know their game plan is to try to shut those guys down, slow those guys down. PJ and Derek Jones are a huge part of that. Is that going to affect them on offense? Because Dallas is going to need them for their shot-making ability like they did against OKC and against Minnesota. It's going to be huge for them if they want to have a chance in this series. Porzingis winks at Luka after he hits that shot and smiles at him.
So
I would say they have a pretty good relationship.
Boston is literally almost shooting 60% from the field right now. They have 57.1 from the field. Dallas is only 41% from the field. So just looking at the early stats, man, like Boston's just killing it. You know what I mean? Let's see if they can keep it clicking on all cylinders like this, hitting a lot of these shots.
Yeah,
it's a game of runs, so
you're not going to beat a lot of NBA teams if you're going to let them shoot 60%, or if they're going to shoot 60%. At that point, they're just on fire, and you're just going to have to shake their hand. But here's Luka going against Brown, kicks it out, almost stolen. Derek Jones here got it at the top, kicks it to Kyrie. Kai one-on-one against Porzingis, but Derek White's helping. Kai's going to step back, swing to Luka.
Luka, 5 seconds on the shot clock, going to take it on Brown, gets to the free throw line, easy little deuce.
So Luka, although he is hitting these jumpers and they look good, they are tough shots. Don't get it twisted. They are making him work for these shots, giving him body every time he touches the ball.
Yeah, trying to get the easy step back three.
Luka got 14 points right now. Here's Boston. Shot clock getting down. Jaylen Brown's going to go. Give it to Tatum. He's going to fire the three. No good. Porzingis with the tip out. Loose ball. Kyrie ends up with it on the break. Kicks it to Maxey. Shoot that three, bro.
Oh, what are you doing?
Man. Maxey just didn't even look at the basket.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't shoot that, but I guess
you want to hold it for almost the last shot here. Here's Luka, step back. No, he's going to go to the basket, get back. Oh, dirty step back on Porzingis. Now he's going to give him a week, I think, after that one. But
bro, that was nasty.
Can't say much.
Bro, he had him on the step back, and he's like, "No, I'm gonna do it again." Like, just for fun. Oh, Tatum here with the step back over Green. He's gonna miss it. So Luka there getting a nasty shot late. Maybe get him going for the second half. We'll see. But
so Luka driving on Porzingis, got those hips to turn, and once he sees those hips turn, he's gonna give him that step back. That's what they do. And Luka bottoms cuts the lead to 21.
Yeah, that was so. That's going to be all over
63 points by Boston here at halftime.
Yeah, and
just not going to get it done for the Dallas Mavericks.
Dallas usually scores, close to that, maybe a little less, like 50s and 50s and half. So I mean, it's surprising. They're at 42 right now, but surprising they get up there a little more. It's, since that first and second quarter, they only had 20 and then 22. So really, holding them under 30 both quarters was huge.
Yeah, we just haven't seen anybody join the party to come with Luka for the Mavs so far. I mean, Kyrie's had a couple tough possessions. You haven't seen PJ or Derek Jones hit any shots, and even the big guys, Lively and Gaffer, we're used to seeing them get dunks and layups all day, and it's just not happening. And we're gonna go to the Twitterverse here, and Porzingis here. If he dies, he dies.
It says how Porzingis looks at the Mavs right now.
If he dies, he dies. Porzingis right now coming out and just
look at Brown's face going up that dunk, nasty.
Letting his old team know what they're missing. So we'll show you a couple of highlights here on the Twitterverse.
I don't know how Luka missed that.
We're at halftime here. We might take a quick little break here, but we appreciate y'all joining us if you're here with us tonight. Ben's going to scroll through the Twitterverse and enjoy a couple of highlights here if we can get some.
Yeah, we're getting a few, but there's not really much on there yet. But I'm sure that Luka play at the end right there will be on there too. Jaylen for three in the corner. So yeah, Boston's hitting on all cylinders, man. They're hitting right now. Tough to beat that. Also, Dallas's defense hasn't been up to par, man. They haven't been playing like they were the last few series, I feel like. But give Celtics credit, they are different beasts offensively compared to those other teams, but still, man, I feel like they can play a little better defense than this, than driving the lanes and dunking on them.
Yeah, we've seen much better defense from Dallas in the past couple of series, and I think a lot of it has to do with their offense, not getting going either. Once you get out of a rhythm on offense, it's it's going to take you out of your team defense a little bit. Playing these big guys in this series, Jason Kidd's going to have to figure out a rotation because right now, Lively and Gafford, if they're not impacting you on offense, if Boston stretches out the floor, sometimes they can become a little bit of a defensively can become a little bit of a liability at the end of the day because they get out there on the smaller guys and those guys can take them one-on-one and things like that. So you really got to be careful and you really have to figure out a lineup that you can plug those guys in and they're going to be effective on both ends of the floor. It's going to be some adjustments are going to have to be made by Jason Kidd. But now the main thing for Dallas here is to come out in the second half and they really have to get something going on offense and try to get in the rhythm against this team. Not necessarily to come back in this game, but to try to get something going and some confidence to go into game 2. Because if you can start making some shots here at the end of this game against this Boston team, you can get some confidence. And even if it's a role player or even if it's a main player, they really going to need something like that to kind of carry them into game 2 so that they can have, that, okay, we can score against this team. We can do this. But right now it's just they're making life tough for Dallas and Luka.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, for sure. All right, Hancock. No, you good, man. Let us know if you want to hop on. You good? Hope you feel better, bro. All right. So,
you're healthy, man.
We're going to go ahead. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break like Joel said. We'll be back there. I'm going to go ahead and play the intro for a little bit. And we'll be back for the second half. So y'all stay tuned. Get into it. Do some more play-by-play. Talk some more about the series. We'll see if Dallas can make a little comeback in the third. Also make it interesting. If not, Boston might take this game 1. Which isn't surprising because, like I said, I feel like I think I saw some numbers and Dallas was a heavy favorite betted on. Huge. A lot of people betted on. I want to say like 75% of people betted on Dallas to win upset. So, the bookies like to win. So they're going to, Boston's going to do something. But Boston came out strong. A lot of motivation, I feel like, from them just because all the memes and everything of them saying they had the easiest path. And you can take into it. So, all right, we'll be back here in a few.
JB Ball Talk.
What's the game that you're least interested in? A game that you might just catch the highlights later?
I'm glad you asked me that question, Joel. Joel, what do you think the most intriguing storyline is this season?
I got my eye on Lamar Jackson, that whole situation.
Pay that man his money.
We want to introduce you to some of our guests here. We got our betting expert, Josh, our Cowboys correspondent, Mark. We got our running back analyst and sleeping expert, Ty, as well.
The new game is not prime time, and it's in Minnesota. So let's give Kirk Cousins the benefit of the doubt.
He'll probably have a decent game because nobody will be paying attention.
I over here sleeping. Ty, you sleep on stream or?
Thank you.
Did y'all see him on stream sleeping?
It's like a fat rib.
Bruh. Looked like a phenomenal nap Sunday, I'll tell you that right now. Oh, he's got a penalty.
One too many hip thrusts. Lamar Jackson doing work.
What a catch. Nice throw by Lamar.
They hit him. Let's go. Perfect ball placement.
Expecting them to put some points, but I'm not really seeing it here, Lloyd.
I'm not seeing it here, Lloyd.
Put in Pollard, man. Get rid of Zeke.
As long as they don't mean Saquon ain't popping 60.
As soon as the safety gets down in that box, he already knew he had him.
What do you feel right now, Mark?
I hate Kellen Moore, dude. Everyone love everybody. ELE.
What player would you guys build around right now? Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, Zion Williams, Ja Morant, or Luka, or other? These are all players that are 26 and under.
Tough question, man.
It is a tough question, so take some time to think about it.
I already know.
It's got to go with Luka, man.
Yeah, I think Luka right now is the most explosive and consistent on offense.
I'm going with something that you didn't even say. But Melo Ball.
You would take him over Morant?
Give me Morant or Williams.
Tatum all day. Everybody knows I'm a Kobe fan.
Out of the list, Zion.
I'm going to go Ja Morant. NBA is definitely in good hands, that's for sure.
Okay, let's see here. We got some live action here.
JB Ball Talk.
Oh! There we go here in the blue. Strus in the corner. Oh!
Gets a look and he makes it.
A lot of time left, a lot of time. Dame time.
They were picking on Strus on defense. Let's see if they do it again.
Oh, he kicks in the corner. Josh Hart. Oh!
This is spicy, man.
He's shooting.
Give him a shoot.
All shoot.
He's gonna miss
Oh.
on purpose. Oh,
Good
they
miss.
got it. What?
What
are you doing?
And Orton, oh my goodness, just caught a body. Jones there. Goodness gracious. Step back. Oh man! Once he left his hands, he knew that was in.
He knew it. Damn, I should have showed it, man. Oh, he's got him in the background. Who are those?
I got the crew.
You got the crew in the background, guys. Shout out to Ty. Thanks for being here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We out for the night. We'll catch you on the next one. Ball up.
Ball up.
Ball up.
Ball up.
JB Ball Talk. JB Ball Talk.
What's the game that you're least interested in? A game that you might just catch the highlights later?
I'm glad you asked me that question, Joel. Joel, what do you think the most intriguing storyline is this season?
I got my eye on Lamar Jackson, that whole situation.
Pay that man his money.
We want to introduce you to some of our guests here. We got our betting expert Josh, our Cowboys correspondent Mark, we got our running back analyst and sleeping expert Ty as well.
The new game is not prime time, and it's in Minnesota. So let's give Kirk Cousins the benefit of the doubt.
He'll probably have a decent game because nobody will be paying attention.
I over here sleeping. Ty, you sleep on stream or?
Thank you.
Did y'all see him on stream sleeping?
It's like a fat rib.
Bruh. Looked like a phenomenal nap Sunday, I'll tell you that right now. Oh, he's got a penalty.
One too many hip thrusts. Lamar Jackson doing work.
What a catch. Nice throw by Lamar.
They hit him. Let's go. Perfect ball placement.
Expecting them to put some points, but I'm not really seeing it here, Lloyd.
I'm not seeing it here, Lloyd.
Put in Pollard, man. Get rid of Zeke.
As long as they don't mean Saquon ain't popping 60.
As soon as the safety gets down in that box, he already knew he had him.
What do you feel right now, Mark?
I Kellen Moore, dude. Everyone love everybody. ELE.
What player would you guys build around right now? Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, Zion Williams, Ja Morant, or Luka, or others? These are all players that are 26 and under.
Tough question, man.
It is a tough question, so take some time to think about it.
I already know.
He's got to go with Luka, man.
Yeah, I think Luka right now is the most explosive and consistent on offense.
I'm going with something that you didn't even say. LaMelo Ball.
You would take him over Morant?
Give me Morant or Williams.
Tatum all day. Everybody knows I'm a Kobe fan.
Out of the list, Zion.
I'm going to go Ja Morant. NBA is definitely in good hands, that's for sure.
Okay, let's see here. We got some live action here.
JB Ball Talk.
There we go here in the booth. Struce in the corner. Oh!
Gets a look and he makes it.
A lot of time left, a lot of time. Dame time.
They were picking on Struce on defense. Let's see if they do it again.
Oh, he kicks in the corner. Josh Hart. Oh!
This is spicy, man.
He's shooting.
Give him a shoot.
All shoot.
He's gonna miss on purpose. Oh,
Good
they
miss.
got it. What?
What
are you doing?
And Orton, oh my goodness, just caught a body. Jones there. Goodness gracious. Step back. Oh man! Once he left his hands, he knew that was in.
He knew it. Damn, I should have showed it, man. Oh, he's got him in the background. Who are those?
I got the crew.
You got the crew in the background, guys. Shout out to Ty. Thanks for being here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We out for the night. We'll catch you on the next one. Ball up.
Ball up.
Ball up.
Ball up.
JB Ball Talk. JB Ball Talk.
What's the game that you're least interested in? A game that you might just catch the highlights later?
I'm glad you asked me that question, Joel. Joel, what do you think the most intriguing storyline is this season?
I got my eye on Lamar Jackson, that whole situation.
Pay that man his money.
We want to introduce you to some of our guests here. We got our betting expert Josh, our Cowboys correspondent Mark, we got our running back analyst and sleeping expert Ty as well.
The new game is not prime time, and it's in Minnesota. So let's give Kirk Cousins the benefit of the doubt.
He'll probably have a decent game because nobody will be paying attention.
I'm over here sleeping. Ty, you sleep on stream or?
Thank you.
Can y'all see him on stream sleeping?
It's like a fat rib.
Bruh. Looked like a phenomenal nap Sunday, I'll tell you that right now. Oh, he's got a penalty.
One too many hip thrusts. Lamar Jackson doing work.
What a catch! Nice throw by Lamar.
They hit him. Let's go. Perfect ball placement.
Expecting them to put some points, but I'm not really seeing it here, Lloyd.
I'm not seeing it here, Lloyd.
Put in Pollard, man. Get rid of Zeke.
As long as they don't mean Saquon ain't popping 60.
As soon as the safety gets down in that box, he already knew he had him.
What do you feel right now, Mark?
I Kellen Moore, dude. Everyone love everybody. ELE.
What player would you guys build around right now? Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, Zion Williams, Ja Morant, or Luka, or others? These are all players that are 26 and under.
Tough question, man.
It is a tough question, so take some time to think about it.
I already know.
It's got to go with Luka, man.
Yeah, I think Luka right now is the most explosive and consistent on offense.
I'm going with something that you didn't even say. LaMelo Ball.
You would take him over Morant?
Give me Morant or Williams.
Tatum all day. Everybody knows I'm a Kobe fan.
Out of the list, Zion.
I'm going to go Ja Morant. NBA is definitely in good hands, that's for sure.
Okay, let's see here. We got some live action here.
JB Balltown.
There we go here in the blue. Struce in the corner. Oh!
Gets a look and he makes it.
A lot of time left, a lot of time. Dame time, Dame time.
They were picking on Struce on defense. Let's see if they do it again.
No. Oh, he kicks in the corner. Josh Hart. Oh!
Okay, this is spicy, man.
He's shooting.
Give him a shoot.
Oh, shoot.
He's gonna miss on purpose. Oh,
Good
they
miss.
got it. What?
What
are you doing?
And Orton, oh my goodness, just caught a body. Jones there. Goodness gracious. Step back. Oh man! It once he left his hands, he knew that was it.
He knew it. They actually showed it, man. Oh, he's got him in the background. Who are those?
I got the crew.
We got the crew in the background, guys. Shout out to Ty. Thanks for being here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We out for the night. We'll catch you on the next one. Ball up.
Ball up.
Ball up.
Ball up.
JB Balltown. JB Balltown.
What's the game that you're least interested in? A game that you might just catch the highlights later?
I'm glad you asked me that question, Joel. Joel, what do you think the most intriguing storyline is this season?
I got my eye on Lamar Jackson, that whole situation.
Pay that man his money.
We want to introduce you to some of our guests here. We got our betting expert, Josh, our Cowboys correspondent, Mark. We got our running back analyst and sleeping expert, Ty, as well.
The new game is not prime time, and it's in Minnesota. So let's give Kirk Cousins the benefit of the doubt.
He'll probably have a decent game because nobody will be paying attention.
I'm over here sleeping. Ty, you sleep on stream or?
Thank you.
Can y'all see him on stream sleeping or?
It's like a fat rib.
Bruh. Looked like a phenomenal nap Sunday, I'll tell you that right now. Oh, he's got a penalty.
One too many hip thrusts. Lamar Jackson doing work.
What a catch. Nice throw by Lamar.
They hit him. Let's go. Perfect ball placement.
Expecting them to put some points, but I'm not really seeing it here, Lloyd.
I'm not seeing it here, Lloyd.
Put in Pollard, man. Get rid of Zeke.
As long as they don't mean Saquon ain't popping 60.
As soon as the safety gets down in that box, he already knew he had him.
What do you feel right now, Mark?
I Kellen Moore, dude. Everyone love everybody. ELE.
What player would you guys build around right now? Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, Zion Williams, Ja Morant, or Luka, or others? These are all players that are 26 and under.
Tough question, man.
It is a tough question, so take some time to think about it.
I already know.
It's got to go with Luka, man.
Yeah, I think Luka right now is the most explosive and consistent on offense.
I'm going with something that you didn't even say. LaMelo Ball.
You would take him over Morant?
Give me Morant or Williams.
Tatum all day. Everybody knows I'm a Kobe fan.
Out of the list, Zion.
I'm going to go Ja Morant. NBA is definitely in good hands, that's for sure.
Okay, let's see here. We got some live action here.
JB Balltown.
There we
Show
go.
here in the blue. Struce in the corner. Oh!
Gets a look and he makes it.
A lot of time left. A lot of time. Dame time. Dame time.
They were picking on Strus on defense. Let's see if they do it again.
Oh, he kicks in the corner. Josh Hart. Oh!
Okay, this is spicy, man.
He's shooting.
Give him a shoot.
Oh, shoot.
He's gonna miss it on purpose. Oh,
Good
they
miss.
got it. What?
What
are you doing?
And Orton, oh my goodness, just caught a body. Jones there. Goodness gracious. Step back. Oh, man. It once he left his hands, he knew that was it.
He do it. They actually showed it, man. Oh, he's got him in the background. Who are those?
I got the crew.
You got the crew in the background, guys. Shout out to Ty. Thanks for being here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We out for the night. We'll catch you on the next one. Ball up.
Ball up.
Ball up.
Ball up.
JB Ball Talk. JB Ball Talk.
What's the game that you're least interested in? A game that you might just catch the highlights later?
I'm glad you asked me that question, Joel. Joel, what do you think the most intriguing storyline is this season?
I got my eye on Lamar Jackson, that whole situation.
Pay that man his money.
We want to introduce you to some of our guests here. We got our betting expert, Josh, our Cowboys correspondent, Mark. We got our running back analyst and sleeping expert.
Yo, we back. Sorry for the delay. We back. JB Ball Talk. This game ready back on. 9 minutes left in the third. We're going to get right back into it. Dallas trying to go on a little run here. 48-66. They're still down by 28. Horford there with good D on Luka. Brown's going to come at Luka, and there's going to be an offensive foul on Brown going right into his chest. So that was good D by Luka there, just staying his ground. But Horford here, some tough D on Luka. It's the block.
Yeah, and that's the theme of the night. Make everything tough for Luka, and that's what they're doing. I'm sure that wasn't the game plan. So they wanna beat up Luka as much as possible. And we saw in the Western Conference, semifinals and the finals, he didn't look more against OKC. Wasn't really that healthy. Looked a little healthier against Minnesota. He's had about a week of rest, but I'm sure he's still banged up. I mean, nobody's really healthy at this time of the year, man. We know that.
Yeah, no, we're not. Kyrie here trying to take it on White. Dribbles off his foot, though. He's going to lose it. It's going to go to Drew Holiday. Holiday's going to bring it the other way. Pull up for three in transition. He's going to front rim it, but White's going to get the board and get fouled by Lively and go to the line. So Mavs here not closing, not crashing the boards on defense. Boston's gotten a lot of offensive rebounds this game. I would like to see the numbers on that, but, man, they are killing them.
And Kyrie Irving, I'm not sure if he's pressing a little bit, just a little bit out of sync there, but Derek White, just one of those guys that you love to have on your team. And we used to see him a lot when he played for the Spurs here in San Antonio. But this guy he's got an excellent motor. He does everything you want as a coach. Anything you ask him to do, you say, hey, go guard the best players, guard the best player. Hey, go get me 15, 20 points. He's going to go get you 15, 20 points. Hey, go get me 6, 8 assists. He's going to go get you 6, 8 assists. So this guy just will do everything on the court. Anything that your team's missing, he's going to come in and plug that in and make sure that that's happening for your team. He's been able to do that for this Boston team. So huge play from Derek White all season and all playoffs. Here's Kyrie trying to get something going here against Horford. Driving baseline. Ooh, gives him a nasty shake.
Keep him in and out with the one hand.
So Kyrie Irving, the wizard, back at it.
Oh, and he gets good deal on Holiday there. Pokes it away, but it's going to be out on Kyrie.
Maybe that'll get Kyrie going here a little bit on both ends. But you see Kai here with the move, just stop and go back and forth. Where do you go? If you're the defense, you can't find him, and there he goes. So Kyrie's just tough to guard. What did Drew Holiday say? He said, what do you do to stop Kyrie? He said, pray. So, yeah, that's what you got to do.
They cut it to an 18-point lead here.
Tatum going in the middle, gets in the paint, tries to kick it out. Looks like it got deflected, but no, they're going to give it to Dallas here. So bad turnover by Tatum there. Like Ben said, they cut it to 18 with just under 8 minutes left in the third. Let's see if the Mavs can make a run. We've seen them come back before. Here's P.J. Washington taking it coast to coast. No resistance.
Right around Derek White.
Right around Derek White. Too big for him. Joe Mazzulla doesn't like it. He's going to call a timeout here. So lead gets cut to 16, Ben, with 7:43 left here in this third quarter.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx it yet, but they're playing pretty good going into this third so far. So we'll see if they can keep it going. Boston here getting a little lackadaisical. Derek White there saying it was his fault. So we'll see how they come out at this timeout. See how Missoula gets into them.
Yeah, he's definitely going to let them know. I mean, we've seen this from Boston before. You know, they can take a big lead. They kind of let their foot off the gas, get a little lazy on defense. They aren't moving their feet, aren't switching, aren't rotating as quick as they were in the beginning of the game. So they'll allow you to get back in it a little bit, but I expect them to get Porzingis back in here and start getting some rhythm on offense again like they did in the first half. We're going to go through the Twitterverse here, see if we can find some highlights, see what we can see here. Mavs really want to see Kyrie get going here in this second half. You saw him get a bucket there against Al Horford after he turned the ball over, so they really want to see Kai get in a rhythm. Boston really making it tough on Luka to get buckets, so you want to see Kai get in a rhythm, and you want to see PJ or you want to see Jones kind of knock down some shots and try to open up that floor a little bit, because sometimes, just like the Timberwolves are doing, just collapsing that floor on Luka and Kyrie at times, but those guys were hitting shots, so they couldn't do that. Yeah, there's a little in and out there by Kai getting it past Horford, as you see on your screen there. And we've seen this one too many times from Kyrie, especially in this playoffs here, just doing some trickery with the ball. Yeah, probably the best ball handler we've ever seen in the league.
Kyrie playing soccer too.
Let us know where you're watching this game from. If you're joining us, we appreciate you tuning in. We out here, JB Ball Talk, Game 1 of the NBA Finals 2024. We got Boston against Mavs, and will we see these two teams again? Oh, let's talk a little bit about Dan Hurley about to be the Lakers coach. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
So we just talked about, there was a report yesterday that J.J. Redick was supposed to be the Lakers coach, and then all of a sudden today, 24 hours later, it switched up to Dan Hurley. So nothing's official yet, but Woj dropped a bomb this morning about Dan Hurley. And
speaking about Dan Hurley, so check out this post I saw earlier on social media. So Gio, how you say his name?
Gio Auriemma.
Auriemma, yeah,
he's the women's UConn
coach. Yes, so we get him on the book. So he had this to say about the whole situation between Redick and Dan Hurley. He goes, I think you could. He's talking about Dan Hurley in this sentence. He goes, I think you can win a lot of championships with the Lakers. Talking about Dan Hurley. But he says, more than that guy who's never coached. And obviously we know who he's talking about. He's talking about J.J. Redick, which kind of a shot to J.J. Redick. Yeah, you're right. He hasn't coached, but he did play a lot of seasons in the NBA, and he knows the game of basketball. It's not like he doesn't know the game of basketball. So, I mean, he's giving him a little bit of a shot there. I don't know what you think about that, Joe.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he threw that random stray out there. But he's going to have his guys back. I mean, he's the UConn's men coach, and he's the UConn's women coach.
Yeah, that's true.
It's kind of biased, his opinion. But I do think Dan Hurley, and I don't know, it's tough to say, right? Because, J.J. Redick may be able to relate to the players a little bit more. But are they going to listen to him? Dan Hurley seems like a guy that's really going to get everyone in line and kind of, it's going to be my way or the highway type of guy. Are all the players going to react well to that too? So
yeah,
because it's hard to bring that college style to the NBA. So he's going to have to switch it up. And I'm sure he's aware of that. He knows that, obviously. But it's going to be interesting either way.
Dallas here having a chance to cut it down. They have down by 16, have a chance to cut it down to 14.
So they got to stop. Here's Luka getting in the paint with the
layup around Al Horford. So here we go. 14-point game with 7 minutes left in the third. Dallas getting a little bit of rhythm here, getting a little bit of momentum.
And you see Dallas just moving differently on defense, moving their feet now, getting a little rhythm, getting a little excitement here, starting to make a little comeback. But Derek Jones is going to foul Drew Holiday. What's good?
Oh, we got Demas in the house.
What's good, D-Money? Boy, Demas.
I'm too young. Horford. We're right around him.
Yeah, that's where they got to get Horford out there and take advantage of him, right? Drive right by him.
Yeah, while he's on the floor, they need to do that for sure. Make that switch.
Here's Luka grimacing a little bit. we talked about it. Hell, we just talked about it a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
Is Luka going to be fully healthy? And Boston's game plan is going to be to beat him up. Try to give him some contact every time on whether it's offense or defense, whether it's going into him on offense or defensively, trying to get up in him and trying not to let him get anything easy when it comes to, trying to get a rhythm. So
right on that, it looks like Luka just whispered something in Kyrie's ear. I don't know if he's trying to tell him to take over or what he's told him, maybe next play, but
yeah,
we'll have to find out. See, PJ posting up on White here, got a mismatch, takes it in him, misses the putback, but gets fouled. So Porzingis in the game here came over with the help a little bit. But PJ Washington playing big over Derek White. He's got the mismatch there.
Yeah, PJ Washington hasn't hit his shot tonight, but you see him go inside a couple times now and really go in there and take it up tough, maybe get a rebound and a putback. But you like to see the aggression, even though the shot's not falling. Here he is at the line. He's going to knock down the first. So cuts the lead to 15, 70-55, 6:40 left in this third quarter. PJ Washington, 9.7 rebounds. They're going to need this guy here if they want to win this series. One of their role players going to have to step up big.
100%.
PJ Washington knocks down the second, 70-56. The lead is cut to 14. 6:30 left. Drew Holiday bringing it up, kicks it to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's got Luka on him, directing traffic here. Lively and Porzingis getting into it a little bit. They're going to call the foul on Derek Lively, trying to prevent Porzingis from coming to set that screen for Jaylen Brown, man.
Yeah, he's trying to face guard him pretty much. Or he's trying to let him deny him the ball.
Yeah.
But Tatum here gets in the lane around Luka, easy layup.
Easy layup there.
So they're gonna go up, back up 16. Luka here gonna bring it in. It's a pick, step back on White, bang, hits a three there. That's big for them. 3 for 2 right there. So cut into the lead a little bit. Cuts it down to 13.
Yeah, knee wasn't bothering him there for Luka. So cutting into that lead slowly but surely. Luka's got 24 so far. Definitely leading his team. Not looking like it's his first finals game. Here's Tatum. Going to attack. Kick it to Jaylen Brown. He shoots a three. Wing, no good. Luka, another rebound. Going to bring it down. Swing it to Derek Jones. Derek Jones goes inside hard, but drives into a crowd.
That's blocked by Tatum.
Ends up with Lively, who gets it to Irvin. He misses a three, and then Lively's going to get a cheap foul on Drew Holiday on the rebound.
Bro, Irvin had a wide open three on the rebound, offensive rebound right there, but
that's 2 fouls this quarter for Lively. Mavs had a chance, the wide open three there, Ben, like you said, on that deflection.
Good D by Tatum there, getting the block on Derek Jones. Tough drive. He had 3 defenders all around him. And Tatum said, give me that. But it ends up being an offensive rebound. Then Kyrie missed a 3.
Yeah, Mavs fans would love to see Kyrie get going here in this last couple of minutes here of the third quarter going into the fourth. Here's Porzingis. Got Luka on him here. Gonna post him, but Luka does a good job.
He poked the ball away from behind and gets it. Now he's taking on Tatum, spins on him. Gonna kick it out. Cleveland, they're swinging around. Kyrie, one-on-one with White. He's gonna take it in the lane. Has Porzingis on him, a little fadeaway. Buckets. Seen that a million times from Kyrie.
Kyrie with elite footwork.
Over the outstretched hands of Porzingis.
Elite handles, obviously, but that elite footwork just takes it to another level. Here's Jaylen Brown off the ball pick. He's going to attack middle on Lively. He's going to get into the paint, but kick it out to Drew Holiday. Corner 3, no good. Derek White's going to get called for the push on PJ Washington. So Dallas,
here we go.
It's a single digits
down
here.
By 11. Here we go. If they can cut it to under 10 before the fourth quarter, that would be huge. They got plenty of time to do it, too. So.
You can feel that Boston crowd getting a little antsy here. Crowd getting a little antsy. Need Boston to make a play here. Here's Luka. Got Brown on him. Gets the screen from Kleba. Luka's going to shoot a long 3. Got him to go. Cuts the lead to 8. Here we go. We might have ourselves a ball game, folks.
Let's go. Luka.
And this is what the concern was for Boston coming into this game. This is what we've seen. We haven't seen the consistency from them. We've seen them have, streaks of where they play really well and they look like they're unbeatable, and then all of a sudden, lackadaisical, not playing the same way, not hitting the shots the same way. Do they keep the same intensity up defensively? Do they continue to put their foot on the gas? Because at the end of the day, we've seen from many times in the playoffs, the Mavs have come back time and time again.
Yep.
And you get this into a close ball game, and that's all their goal. That's all their number one goal is for the Mavs. Let's have it within a couple of possessions at the end of the game, and we trust our guys to go and get it. And that's what they're going to do here. So they've already cut it to 8.
Yep. They definitely had a talk in the halftime about something and made some adjustments. Their main adjustment was just being more aggressive and playing harder because that's what they were lacking on the first half. And then now they're hitting some shots. So we'll see what we got here. See if we can find some quick highlights for y'all on the Twitter feed. Rest in peace, Bill Walton. This is that dunk earlier by Brown. Nasty dunk over the whole team. We can find some highlights, man.
Yeah, so like we were talking about before the game came back on last break, Dan Harley possibly getting that job with the Lakers, or Dan Hurley.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what kind of system he wants to implement. I think there was a rumor out there that Anthony Davis didn't really prefer JJ Redick. I don't know, just a rumor. I read something about that. I don't know how much merit there is to that, but obviously there's going to be mixed feelings. You can't get everybody on the same page about a coach, but I did think it was a little questionable for them to bring JJ Redick in as first time coaching, put him in, as a Lakers coach. Not saying that he wouldn't do a good job, but it's like that's tough for anybody. They just did it with Darvin Ham.
Yeah.
Even other guys that have coached before come in and they can't even
Luke Walton.
handle that type of pressure or deal with those type of egos. And everyone knows stepping into that position that LeBron is pretty much there at the top, not necessarily calling the shots, but he has a big influence on what's going on in that organization. And so that coming in. And the Lakers there's so many fingers in that pot. There's, everybody's in that. Their fingertips want to be in there. So we're going to see.
Yeah, no, 100%, Joe. We're going to see. We're going to see real soon.
It is just another ploy to get the Lakers in the news for no reason. They're sitting at home. They're done.
Make sure y'all vote in that poll. We got a 50% on the poll right now. So break the tie right now. Boston and Dallas, who's going to win this game? We got 8 votes so far. Make sure you vote in that poll. Hit the like button while you're at it. Third quarter is back. 4 minutes left.
Dallas on a huge run.
Yeah, Mavs on a huge run. Cut it to 8. Tatum's going to get in the lane. Missed the tough layup over Lively. Porzingis going to try to get the board, but they're going to call it travel on Lively. I guess trying to ward off Porzingis.
A little confusion there, and Lively's a little frustrated, but it looks like he didn't really have his balance, got tripped by Porzingis, and then they're just going to call it travel there.
Oh, yeah, he slid his pivot foot at the end there before.
He's really just got to let it go at some point.
Yeah, he should have set the ball.
Boston just doesn't look like they're playing the same way, man. They're kind of driving, forcing some layups here. They really need to get back to that drive, kick, and swing. But Brown, again, going to force it into Lively's body. He's going to get the foul this time, but Celtics really forcing a lot inside when they really can be driving and kicking, and swinging it around for open shots, which they haven't been doing.
It looks like the Dallas is kind of playing like a matchup zone right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of confusing Celtics, so.
Yeah, I did notice that at the end of the first half, too. They did go into like a 2-3 zone, kind of a matchup zone. And you'll see that from them. I think they've done that throughout the playoffs. They did that to Oklahoma City at times as well. So
yeah, kind of throw them off, trying to give a different look.
Yeah, and especially with the style of offense that Boston runs.
Yeah, you know they're gonna be moving the ball like
So
crazy.
Boston's
it's gonna
got to shoot them out of it, whatever they're doing.
Misses that free throw. 73-64. Boston still up by 9. Let's see what Kyrie can do here with the ball against Brown. Kicks it to Luka with Holiday all over him. The top of the logo right here. They're trying to set up a play somewhere. It looks like Kyrie gets the ball with Lively setting the pick on him. Gets around. Had him maybe for the lob, but turns around. They're going to call it travel. It looked like he kept his pivot foot there. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, it looks like he might have moved it, I guess, but there you go, yeah. So he did kind of replant that pivot foot.
Replanted it, yeah.
Trying to get that separation. Here's Tatum driving middle again. There's the kick to Porzingis, and that's what they were doing in the first half. And he missed it that time, but got the rebound, second opportunity. Porzingis
saw that coming.
Cuts in the middle, and Luka's telling Lively, "You got to get back. You can't just run on the floor before we have the rebound."
Yep.
Porzingis took advantage there, cutting to the middle, and good pass by Tatum. That's what they need. Here's Kyrie for 3, in and out. That would have been huge for Dallas, but instead it's Boston, 11-point lead, and they can push it again. Here's Tatum against Lively, one-on-one, crosses him over, kicks it to Drew. Drew kicks it to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown pump, drive, gets into Lively's body again.
Kicked it out right there.
That's like 4 fouls on Lively in this quarter, bro.
Yeah, he just ran into him. Yeah, I know. They're gonna.
You gotta be careful here. Zach Zarbra looking at. I think that's Zach Zarbra. He's looking straight at him, waiting to tee him up, just waiting to say something. But here's Jaylen Brown getting right into Lively's body.
You just stand there, Brown winning to him, man.
We've seen him do that twice here in the last couple of minutes, and it hasn't gone in the favor of Lively, unfortunately. So probably expect Gafford or. Looks like we're going to see Tim Hardaway Jr. get his first action, and he could be another big guy for them off the bench if he can somehow get in a rhythm. We hardly saw him in.
Well, I think they put Hardy in the first half.
Yeah,
to still Kyrie. Now they're going to try Hardaway and
see who's ready for the moment. But Hardaway disappeared in the Western Conference Finals. We ended up seeing Hardy take those minutes. So we'll see if he can earn those minutes back here.
They're going to give him a shot.
Kids giving him a chance. There's Tim Hardaway bringing it up here. Gives it to Luka. Luka gets the screen from Derrick Jones. Doesn't get the switch. Drew fights over it. They double him. Oh, there's the lob to Derrick Jones, but it doesn't work out. Good help from the backside. Here's Tim Hardaway. Fakes the jumper, feeds it to Derrick Jones, and he gets blocked by Brown.
So
good defense by Celtics again, stepping up the defense. Here's Horford with transition 3 on the other side. No good. Off badly.
Going back and forth here a little bit.
Luka here.
Back up to 13, though.
Looked like a moving screen there by Derrick Jones, but no call. Here's Luka. Tough three from the wing on the step back over Horford. No good. 77-64. 2 minutes left in the third quarter, Ben.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not looking good right now for Dallas. They had a run going, but now they're letting Boston get a little momentum.
Brown gets in the paint, kicks it to Drew, kicks it over to Tatum, wide open, top of the key, bottoms.
There it is. They hit a 3, raise it back up to 16.
And that's exactly what I said, Ben. They need to get back to that drive and that kick and that swing, and that's exactly what they did on that play. They did it with Porzingis, missed the shot, but got the rebound and a dunk. They did it again on that play, and they knocked down the 3. So once Boston gets back to playing some tough defense, gets back in a rhythm on offense, they show why they're so tough to beat. But Dallas, made that little run. Can they make another one here going into the fourth or even in the fourth quarter? It's not over yet, but Boston did a good job of
adjusting right there.
Adjusting and making sure that run by Dallas didn't get too deep because they cut it to 8 there. It got a little scary for the Boston. You could feel the crowd getting a little tense, but they weathered the storm there from Dallas. So we're going to get here in the Twitterverse, see what we got going here. See if we can find anything interesting. Obviously, we love the finals, but it's also sad because we know basketball's coming to an end. Good thing that we do have some USA basketball, so not too long after the finals end, we will be seeing some USA basketball, some summer league basketball.
Yeah, we might even stream some of those games.
That'll come off pretty quickly as well, and then all of a sudden we'll be back for football season. So. Years going by quick. Half the year's already gone, man. There's Luka that throws that lob to Derrick Jones. Good defense. And then again, Derrick Jones inside. Another good defensive play by Jaylen Brown with the clean block. Says, meet me at the rim. Put him in the friend zone. Jaylen Brown So Mavericks went on a 22-9 run to start the quarter, and now the Celtics have fought back and went on an 8-0 run themselves. So crucial run here for Boston to just weather the storm from Dallas. 80-64. You got just under 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Tim Hardaway still in the game. Gives it to Luka, top of the key. Wide open three off the pick, the down pick, but no good. Luka usually doesn't get that wide open.
Yeah, all day on that one.
Yeah, just missed it. Here's Jaylen Brown attacking him on the other end. Going to swing it to Horford. Gets it to Tatum. Tatum's got P.J. Washington on him. Going to attack him to the right. Tries to kick it out. Gets deflected. Going to go out of bounds. And
good D by Dallas there.
Yeah, so Dallas with the good hands. Luka just wide open at the top of the key, but missed the three there. It's a rare miss from Luka, especially in this game. He's been pretty solid. Gafford's going to come in the game here, try to bring some size. It looks like Kid's going to bring Kyrie back in the game here. We're going to sit Luka for a couple minutes.
They're both Kyrie, of course.
Luka talking to somebody on the bench there. Might be a little animated, but here's Jaylen Brown going against Maxey. Kicks it out to Horford in the corner. Fires a three, and it's good. And yeah, I think Joe Mazzulla told him that when he called that timeout in bed. He said, y'all better start driving and kicking and stop forcing these, layups at the basket. And, that's exactly what they've done. So here's Kyrie getting in the paint. Tough layup, but going to get blocked by Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown stares at the crowd. The crowd loves it. Obviously going to get giving Kyrie a hard time, but Kyrie gets in the lane, tries to throw up a layup, and Jaylen Brown, just his second block of the quarter.
Yeah, you usually don't see Kyrie get blocked, so the fact that Jaylen was able to
block twice tonight. We saw Porzingis block him earlier. And Jaylen Brown blocked him. So
that's true.
83-64.
I'm talking about on the layup though.
Yeah. He's one of the best finishers we've ever seen, Ben, for sure. Yeah, even against three people.
Oh,
there's Kyrie cutting back door, and just to Ben's point.
Oh,
on that
layup. He got fouled there, but he kicked it out the glass, but he missed the lefty layup.
Rare miss there by Kyrie out the basket, but Gafford trying to get his team going here. I like his jerseys.
Yeah, they're sick.
83-64, 40 seconds left here. Jaylen Brown's got it at the top of the key. Got Maxey on him. Going to get a pick from Hauser. Jaylen Brown's going to shoot a long three.
He's feeling it. Off that block, he's on one right now. He's been feeling it all game. That dunk he had earlier, too.
Jaylen Brown's got 19 tonight. And all of a sudden, there goes Boston on that run, playing like they were in the first half. They had a little lapse, but they're back to it. Here's Hardaway, fade away from the baseline, air ball.
Shot, but
Gafford with the rebound. It looks like he might get fouled on the putback here. Jaylen Brown is woken up in this third quarter, Ben, just getting whatever he wants, wherever he wants, anytime, any day. Mama, there goes that man. And Jaylen Brown really, he's one of those underrated players, Ben. Guys don't talk about. He's an all-NBA talent. Been a consistent all-star for the last couple of years. I mean, this guy is a solid player in the NBA, and any team would be lucky to have him. And he'd probably be a number one on a lot of teams, and he's a number one on this team for a lot of nights. I mean, I think a lot of people would kind of sway towards Jason Tatum being the number one on this team, but I mean, these guys can go back and forth shot for shot, just like Kyrie and Luka can at times as well, and we've seen it. So
yeah, that's what makes them so dangerous, along with their other players.
They're a deadly duo in their own right. We got to remember that.
Yeah, that's true. They just been together longer. People forgot about them.
Yeah. There's Gafford at the line. He's going to knock down a couple. Lead still 20 here with 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Derek Jones gets Jason Tatum. He got 9, 8. Tatum's going to attack Jones, get in the paint, kick it back out. Going to be swung to Jaylen Brown, top of the key. He's going to get in the paint. Oh, he's going to attack hard. No call on Gafford there.
Yeah.
So
he went Gafford way. I guess Gafford went straight up, and Jaylen didn't want to try to dunk it on. Tried to go around him with the layup, and he missed it.
I think I would have liked to see Jaylen either stop and pop or just go ahead and shoot that three at that point. He's kind of feeling it. So you can see what the Celtics are doing on offense with Porzingis coming in hot with his 20, and now Jaylen Brown with 19.
Yeah, the Mavs had cut it to under 10 with like 3 minutes left in the third, and then out of nowhere, Celtics went back on a run and got it back to 20. So Celtics showing why they're the favorite for sure. let's see if Dallas can make one more run in this fourth quarter, make it a game.
Yeah, they're probably going to have one more, Jason Kidd, give them another, 6-7 minutes, see if they can make another run, and then maybe, throw in the white towel. But we'll see. I think it's really important. It's hard to get into a little rhythm on offense, but I think they really need to get something going here in this fourth quarter to kind of get some confidence into game two, just so they can come into game two and think that they can steal a game, because you don't want to go back to Dallas down 2-0 and then have to win both those games at home and have to have that pressure on them.
Yeah. Well, I had a feeling Dallas would still win these first two games. I didn't know which one. I mean, obviously this one got off to a rough start, being down 30. So we'll see if they can still maybe come back and make it a game. But if not, yeah, they still have another shot at game two. But like you said, it's gonna be a really big game for them. Like you said, they don't want to go back down 0-2, even though they have two games in Dallas, because Boston is very capable of winning in Dallas. We've seen them win on the road multiple times in the playoffs so far, and they're just all around team. So
yeah, you could say that Boston just taking care of business at home, which is very true. But we've seen, like to Ben's point, we've seen both these teams win on the road.
Later, Hancock. Have a good night, bro.
Hancock. Good night, man. We've seen both these teams win on the road. We've seen them both come down from comebacks. We've seen them both give up leads, but we have seen them both be pretty good on the road, especially Dallas. In that last series against Minnesota, they took those two to Minnesota, right away. So definitely, both these teams are capable of winning at home and away. We do know, Ben touched on it earlier, though. We do know that the role players are going to play a little better at home, and I think that's what we may see from Dallas, and that may be an advantage for Dallas when they go back home, because you may see P.J. Washington start to hit some of those shots. You may see some of those lobs a little bit more to Gafford and Lively, get them involved a little bit. And then you may see Derek Jones hit some shots as well. You're just going to see a better rhythm for the role players when they're at home. But we've seen it here from the Celtics. Jaylen Brown going off in that third quarter. He's got 19 here in this game. Like we said, Porzingis has got 20. And it's going to be an interesting fourth quarter here to see if the Mavs can get something going on offense here. And even as we look at the stats here, just nothing going for the Mavs right now. I mean, you got 27 for Luka, obviously 27 points and 10 rebounds, but he's only got 1 assist. And that is not typical of Luka. That's not really his fault. His teammates aren't really knocking down shots. You got Kyrie Irving finally got to 12 points, but he's 0 for 5 on the 3-point shot. So Kyrie has not shot the 3, and he's 6 for 19. He hasn't shot it well overall in this game. P.J. Washington's coming in the fourth quarter with 10 points. He hasn't got very many shots, but he hasn't hit a 3. He is working, though. He is getting some rebounds, so he is playing tough. But Dallas is just not getting any rhythm from whether it's the role players or even their star player. And Kyrie, he's kind of out of sync right now. And then you look at the other side of Boston, and you got guys, Jaylen Brown and Porzingis, we talked about it, 21-20. And then you come in and you got Tatum 13, Derek White 13. You got these other guys coming in, Al Horford coming in and getting some buckets. So you see there are the role players able to kind of step it up and get into those double digits, and that's what really been that key difference here in this game and that separation. But we're going to get back in the fourth quarter here. Start of the fourth quarter, 88-66. Boston gets a bucket here. Here's Mavs on the other side. Ball pick from Derek Jones to Kyrie. Kyrie's going to attack Porzingis, get it back to Derek Jones. Tries to dunk on Porzingis, but the block by Porzingis, and he's showing his length there at the rim. And here's P.J. Washington. He's going to get the lefty layup in there. So P.J. shots not falling, but he is attacking the basket, and he is getting some things going, and that's going to give him 12 points. Here's Derek White trying to drive past Kyrie, but stops at the block, getting hounded by Kyrie. Going to call a foul there on Irving. Kyrie smiling at the ref. Said, let us play, man. This is the NBA Finals. 68-88. Yes, you heard that correct. 68-88. Porzingis there showing his length. Another block. Mavs down 20. Jason Tatum with the ball. Got Maxey on him. Giving him a little shake. Sidestep. Shot. In and out on the 3. Jason Tatum playing with his food there. Here's Luka. Getting some separation, tries to get into the paint, got 2 on him, but takes it up anyway and said, I'll take that bucket and 1. 88-70. So Luka's still showing
He's going to go all out here in the finals, and that's going to try to get to 30 here on this free throw. Luka there, you see the hesitation, the pump fake. Let me get in your body.
So just for the record, we saw Dallas in the first 2 series against the Clippers, also against OKC. They lost game 1. It was kind of a fill-out game for them in both series. But after that, they ended up winning game 2 and still on home court advantage. Let's see if they can do that. They don't end up pulling out this game, but still down by 18 with 10:30 left in the game. They're going to be Boston ball here still.
Yeah, another drive here by Tatum almost loses out of bounds. He wanted the foul, but ref's not going to give him that. It looks like he definitely did get fouled, though.
Yeah,
Derek Jones kind of grabbed his arm and swung his arm, but refs just went ahead and gave him the ball.
Tatum tried to go through him.
So here's Derek Jones trying to work here. Got Maxey on the baseline. Porzingis wants it against Irving, but Derek White doesn't give it to him and throws it away. Here's Derek Jones on the break going against 3 little guys. Gets to the basket. No good. So good defense there by Derek White and Drew Holiday and Payton all combined on that play. And grab the rebound here. Swing. Porzingis drives. Getting to the elbow. Jumper. No good. A little short on that one for Porzingis. The stop and pop. Here's Luka trying to drive against Payton. Step back, gets double teamed by White, kicks it back out to Derek Jones. Derek Jones looking back to Luka. He's got Derek White on him now. Luka's going to drive, get in the paint, body him. Oh, rip through, and he's going to get fouled here, but look pretty clean up top by Derek White, man.
I think the foul was before that. I think it was on the body contact when he ripped through.
Yeah.
As he was going up, it wasn't on the block, obviously. The block was obviously clean.
We've seen that a lot from Luka. Obviously, he rips through here. I don't know if they called it on
They called it right there on his
yeah.
arm. As he was going up, he kind of hooked his left arm. So that's where they called it, and then he got the foul.
And that's a veteran move. A lot of times, Steve Bennett here, they get their arm hooked in there, and Luka's going to go up. Once he feels your arm anywhere near right there, he's going to go up and try to. We've seen a lot of NBA players do that, and Luka's one of the best at doing that.
James Harden was one of the ones.
Yeah, he's kind of the one. Yeah,
he would drive through the lane and go like that.
Yeah,
like scoop.
And that's also to get it away from the defense too, right?
Yeah,
so, they're swiping.
Oh, he missed the second free throw.
Luka, we've seen him miss a couple free throws, uncharacteristic of him.
But they got the ball back off the Boston tip out. They were kind of someone tipped it out. Boston hit it last, so 88-71. Boston or Dallas has a chance here to cut into this lead. See if they can do it.
Yeah, you feel like a little run. Maybe Dallas can try to make this interesting. And here's Luka with the step back 3 on Payton. Oh, it looked good, but in and
out though. Yeah,
I was just about to say bottoms. Here's Drew Holiday going against PJ. A tough Drew Holiday with the body and got the lefty to go. And that's one underrated thing about Drew Holiday, man. He can go get his own if he needs to. Oh, lob from Jones to Lively. It looks like Jones got hurt. Tweaked his foot a little bit there. Hopefully he's okay. But rare lob that we haven't seen but many of them been, and that one didn't work out too well. But you see Drew Holiday getting there on the bigger PJ Washington, getting in there with his body and getting shifty inside and using the rim as protection. Here's PJ in the corner, no good on 3 again. Like we said, he's been cold. Boston's been cold. I mean, Dallas has been cold from 3 in general.
That would have been a huge 3 right there.
They're 5 for 23 on 3. Just said they've been cold from 23.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Dallas is just having a bad shooting night, too, and then that's another reason why they're not in this game.
And that's a huge part of their game. I think we saw it Game 4 against Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
They had a bad shooting game, and they got smacked in that game, too. So that's what happens. Same thing can happen to Boston, too. So here's Derek White on the steal from Luka. Luka's going to walk back, body language not good, but Derek Jones couldn't get there.
So Dallas right now,
Luka's a little more than upset, I would say.
Yeah, Dallas right now
Sale comes out to get hype with his players. But you see if Jason Kidd throws in the white towel. Still a little early here, but here's Luka getting bodied by Pritchard, and then Derek Jones comes from behind and rips him. And they're making, like we've been saying all game, making life tough. Although Luka has 30, man, he's had to work for every bucket. They're making life tough for him. We're going to get to the Twitterverse here, show y'all some highlights. We appreciate y'all joining us. Appreciate y'all tuning in if you're here with us tonight.
I think somebody was
I guess
was
nobody
calling-
just
was
me
calling.
out here.
Well, yeah, I'm on here too, which is weird. How's this too? It's weird. Yeah, the count's not really super accurate most of the time. That's weird. But yeah, no, we haven't getting much traction.
Tough night for Dallas here. Obviously, Boston, we've seen them hitting on all cylinders for most of the night. We'll see what Jason Kidd decides to do here at the end of this fourth quarter, but they might just want to keep Kai in there and take out Luka for a little bit and just kind of let Kyrie kind of go to work for a little bit and see if he can get in a rhythm, because he's the guy that you really need to get in a rhythm so he can come out in game two and start off hot. I think that's what they're going to need. Because I think Luka's seen that he can get his anytime, right? I think you want Kyrie to come in and get hot early, and you want him to kind of go off, and that's going to kind of set the tone for the team. I think that's when Dallas is kind of working at their best.
This is what you said earlier, Joe. Zach Zarba, he says, Zarba just gave Lively the look your dad gives you and says, dare you to say that again.
Yeah, he gave him that look, definitely. He said, one more time and I might tee you up, bruh. Zach Zarba. We got these finals referees.
It looked like he was about to do it. Like, he was like this, and then he kind of like was like, all right, look. all right. You know what? I'm not gonna do it. You know what? I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide.
Say it one more time. I'll smack it.
I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide this time. But that's the only time because this game won.
Yes, let him get out the feelings. Let him get out the emotions a little bit. You know. And obviously, a lot of guys for Dallas, it's their first finals game, man. I mean,
yeah.
I think it's only Kyrie. Who else has been there? Besides Jason Kidd, their coach, but a lot of young guys. Even Luka himself, as seasoned as he is in this league,
25. Yeah.
It's obviously his first time in the finals. So again, that's another huge thing is that mental aspect. Boston's been here. Last time they were here, they got they didn't have a great finals. Jason Tatum didn't have a great finals. They lost in that series against the Warriors. And I'm sure it's stung for a long time. And now they're back at that position. They know that they're the better team if they play their best.
Yep.
And they're doing that for most of the night tonight.
Yep. No, they have, and they've been hitting shots on all cylinders too. Their, like I said, their football percentage was off through the roof. Probably still is.
Yeah.
They've been killing it. So Magic have to match that energy and hopefully have a good shooting night the rest of the night, or get some momentum going in the next game at least,
Jason Kidd not throwing in the towel yet. 8:30 left here. The lead is 21, 92-71. But Luka's still in the ball game. So is Kyrie and the starters. Here's Luka. Got Pritchard matchup on him. He's going to drive middle. Little jumper at the free throw line, but in and out. Boston, again, making it tough, showing him help. Going away. Drew Holiday bumping him, getting physical with him. So still making life tough for Luka here. Here's Tatum. He's got Lively on him. He's going to drive right by him, get in the middle. Nice pass to Drew, but Drew Holiday just misses it badly underneath the rim. Not sure what happened there. Here's Luka getting the pick from Kyrie. Gives it back to Kai. Kai's got Derek White on him. Gets the pick from Lively. Gets the switch of Horford.
Like this.
Oh, no. Kyrie went down. Lost his footing here. Swings it back out to P.J. Washington. P.J. Washington gets in the middle. No good. Offensive rebound. P.J. Washington going strong to the basket, Ben. So you do like that. Hasn't been in a rhythm offensively as far as shooting the three, but he's going hard to the basket. You gotta like that.
Slipped there.
I like the aggressiveness. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Kyrie. He tried to do a step back, and it looked like he slipped. 73-92. Lead is 19. We're getting down to 7 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Jason Tatum's got Kai on him. Gonna back him down a little bit. Step back, fade away, bottoms. Jason Tatum making it look easy out there. So you got the smaller defender on him. It's tough. P.J. Washington kicks it to Lively, and that might be Lively's first dunk of the game.
Yeah,
man.
I think so. It came off with just a.
We saw that so much against OKC, against Minnesota. Dallas just lived in the paint, and they lived off those easy dunks, and we just haven't seen it here tonight.
And that opened up the 3 after that. So yeah, I mean, it's not happening with Boston though. They knew it was coming,
Exactly
and
right.
they were going to stop it.
Another step back from Tatum here. It's short, but Drew with the holiday back to Jason Tatum. Throws up some junk, but Al Horford's there for the freaking rebound again. Al Horford just... oh, that's too young. Al Horford too young.
That's what he said, yeah.
Yeah.
Al Horford too young.
Old as hell, bro.
You know who hates Al Horford? Justin Salazar.
He still looks like the same player from like
he told me
5, 6
he was
years
like, I
ago.
hope Boston loses just because of Al Horford. I was like, okay. Shout out to Jay. He out there. All right, Lively misses the first free throw. 96-75. This ball game's getting out of hand quick. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. If Boston keeps this up, obviously they're going to take game 1, and we'll see if Dallas can make some adjustments for game 2. Boston fans talking smack, lifting up their shirts, being all stupid.
It worked. Lively missed the free throw, so
yeah, he's not the greatest free throw shooter, anyways.
Hack a Lively.
All right, Tatum here.
We're halfway through this fourth.
Gives it to Al Horford in the corner. Green on him. Now Lively's on him. Green. Holiday in the corner for 3 over Green. Couldn't get back to contest.
I mean, the Mavs 75 points in the fourth quarter isn't going to be enough in any universe to win this game.
I don't think it would be enough against any of the teams they were playing against. It's playing horrible tonight offensively.
Yeah, this might be actually one of the worst offensive performances we've seen from the Mavs this playoffs.
I think you got to give credit to the Celtics though. Defense has been on point too.
Definitely. But I think they played pretty bad against Minnesota in that game 4 too. But yeah. So there's a foul there by PJ Washington, and when it rains, it pours. I mean, that's what's happening for Dallas right now. Not hitting shots on offense and silly fouls on defense, sending them to the line. You know, when you got Drew Holiday and Al Horford hitting threes on you, Sam Hauser comes in and hits threes on you. I mean, you shake their head and say, "Well, we'll see you game 2." Boston's been able to take a stranglehold on this game, and they haven't let go. You saw the Mavs cut it to 8, which is crazy when you're looking at the score right now, and Boston's back up 25. Like, how the hell did the Mavs cut this lead to 8, and how did it get back to 25? That's how good these teams are. Once you lax just a little bit, once you stop hitting shots, and one of these teams goes on a run, man, points in a hurry. It's like James Harden came back in the game here.
Yeah, it's like they're throwing the white flag. 5 minutes left.
Kids, yeah, going to go ahead and throw in the white flag. Down by 25 with 5 minutes, like Ben said.
It's not a bad idea, man.
No, I mean, I like it. I would like to let Kyrie maybe attack a little bit more on offense, see if he can get a rhythm going. But at the end of the day, I think he just wants to rest him up. And when do they play again? On Sunday?
Yeah, on Sunday.
Yeah, so Joe Mazzulla sees that as well. He's probably going to get his subs in here. So we'll probably see both coaches clear the bench here in this finals, get some guys some time that usually wouldn't in game 1. Not what we wanted to see here in this game 1 with the blowout, but I mean, we're going to have to go ahead and accept it. And like Ben said, you know, Dallas was in this situation against the Clippers, against the Thunder, and they came back, they made adjustments, and like Ben said,
they didn't lose this badly.
But
we saw flashes of what they can do.
The Celtics are a different animal when they're hitting on all cylinders. We've seen it.
They went on that run though, where they showed flashes where they cut it to 8, where they felt like they could have kept going, but like once again, Boston came back out and just punched them again in the face with their defense and hitting some timely shots. So Dallas is really going to have to play a full 48 minutes of defense if they want to have a chance in this series.
Yeah, Joe Mazzulla called that timeout, I think, when the Mavs cut it to 8. And whatever he said in the huddle, it worked because they came out immediately and they got to the free throw line. They hit an open 3. They got an offensive board and a cut for a dunk. So whatever he told them in that timeout,
that block
had them come out and get back in a rhythm offensively, and then it affected their defense on the other end as well. So you saw the short lapse from Boston there in the beginning of the third quarter when they let Dallas get back into it, but then they went back to their old self like they were in the first half and started dominating again. So Mavs got some adjustments to make. Mavs are going to have a tough time here if they're going to rely this much on Luka, especially for scoring, because they need somebody else here to get some buckets for them.
So, not that it matters because the Mavs lost, but I think he says right here, it says Luka is the league company with Tim Duncan, first player with 30-point triple-double in the NBA Finals debut. Double-double. Oh, it's a double-double.
30-point double-double.
Yeah, double-double. Yeah, he didn't have enough assists.
Yeah,
he really didn't no assists since 1999, though.
Rebounds, so
since 1999.
That's an interesting stat there. But obviously, it's a stat based on the debut of your.
Yeah, it's the debut of the finals. Yeah.
Finals. So,
and Tim Duncan was a rookie when he was.
You're exactly right. That's a good point.
Like Lively. Like Lively.
Yeah, it's that Knicks team. So, you're exactly right. But I'm sure Luka's been waiting for this moment for a long time. He's played in crazy environments over there in Europe. Insane environments over there.
Way worse than this.
You've seen this. Yeah, you've seen the crowds over there.
You think this is bad? What they say?
Crazy over there. So
popping fireworks.
I mean, he's been
lighting flares in the stadium.
Yeah, he's professional at 13. He was a EuroLeague MVP at 18. So I don't. He doesn't even know what pressure is at this point. Luka just comes out and balls. You can see.
So showing 6 key plays from Kristaps Porzingis. Yeah, Porzingis had I think a big plays at least in the first half. He didn't do too much in the second half, but he had the big plays in the first half. They got their momentum going, got him that 30-point lead in the beginning, along with Brown.
And that's what people kept saying. If Boston gets a healthy Porzingis bag, if Boston Porzingis, and it's like, well, now we see it. Now we see that he's back. Obviously, after this game, he's going to feel fine. He's going to have his confidence back. So now it's going to be up to Dallas to make those adjustments and figure out how to beat this Boston team. Because right now, the way they're playing tonight, they look pretty unbeatable.
It's like Boston's always their starters in the game. It's kind of surprising.
It's surprising. Maybe he wants to just keep them in a rhythm. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing here, but Mavs with Exum. Looks like. Who's that? Exum, Powell, Hardy, Hardaway,
Josh Green.
Yeah,
and there's Hardy for
three. They're just going to jack up threes. I mean, they might as well. Yeah. What else are they going to do?
But Jason Kidd definitely would love to see one of these guys get in a rhythm here and then
be able to play them off
to count on them in game 2. Maybe for some offense like a
Hardy did look good early. He hit that one shot early, and then he just hit that right there. So.
I remember watching Jaylen Hardy back in the summer league when I went 2 years ago, Ben, in Vegas, and I saw him live. He was one of the guys there, and just seeing him live and his strength and his speed, you could tell that he could, possibly carve out a role for a team. And he's obviously still a young cat. It's only his third year, I believe, or second year. So he's definitely a young and upcoming talent for them. And if he's somebody they can count on in the playoffs and in the finals here, he could grow into a good young player for them.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Jason Tatum here just throwing a sloppy pass, loses it. So they got Jaylen Brown out of the game.
Brown
and Porzingis. But they still got some of their other starters in the game here.
Looks like they're about to put their stuff in.
Shooting the basketball, driving the basketball, and making some key defensive plays. Misses, and that was after, again, the lead was cut to 8. Hardy bringing it coast to coast.
Oh, good drive by Hardy there.
Hardy all with the left hand right there, coast to coast.
Gotta love that if you're a Mavs fan. You want to move off that Twitter.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. He is an excellent scorer. Had a 13-point game off the bench in the conference finals.
Yeah, it'll be nice to see Hardy get going here for Dallas. He can bring in game 2 and maybe get a couple buckets off the bench. That'd be huge for them. Boston's still running their stuff, little pick and roll here. Tatum's going to get fouled here by Powell. 20-point lead from Boston, 100-80. Still got their starters in the game, which is kind of surprising.
The starters except Brown, but yeah, most of them. They got Pritchard in there instead of Brown. Looks like they got their guys coming to the bench, but it's coming in right now.
Now Missoula's going to empty out his bench here a little bit. Get some of these guys out of here.
In his 17th year at 38 years old. Holiday gets the ovation as well. One of 6 Celtics in double figures. He's won a championship bid with the Bucks in 2021.
Yeah, it's crazy. Both teams have like a point guard that or a guard that has won the championship with Kyrie and Holiday both.
Yeah, we can talk a little bit about, what adjustments the Mavs may need to make. Obviously, it starts with just hitting shots. I mean, that's going to be the main thing. They need to hit shots if they want to start opening up the drive, start opening up the lobs to some of their big guys. As far as defensively, what are they going to do with some of these big guys when they get them on an island? And they're going to have to step up their team defense a little bit because obviously you can see Boston can just attack you from any position. So it really requires a high level of team defense and communication with your guys and being at the right place at the right time when it comes to that help defense. And it's very difficult to deal with. So
I did see flashes of it when they were playing that matchup zone a little bit and cut it to 8. They did have a stretch where they were playing pretty good defense. They need to watch the film and get back to that if they can. It might have been a little bit of the Celtics just falling off on offense, not doing what they were doing, but like kicking it out. They were kind of just driving and missing layups. But at the end of the day, they're gonna make adjustments. I feel like they're gonna watch film, and they're gonna see that the way Boston's playing them on defense, and they're gonna make adjustments accordingly to get some Luka and Kyrie in some better situations.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it pans out though.
Yeah, especially Kyrie. I would definitely not be surprised if they put an emphasis on getting Kyrie the ball early next game and trying to get him in a rhythm early and maybe get some quick buckets. And that way he can just kind of have a rhythm throughout the game. And we've seen that when he has done that in these playoffs, they usually do end up pulling out and winning those games. But if Boston shoots like this, man, if they're going to shoot 50-60% from the field and shoot like this from 3, they're going to be a very tough team to beat either way. And you can probably just hand them the finals trophy if that's going to be the case. But obviously it starts with offense. When it comes to the Mavs, they're going to have to hit some shots. They're predicated around their offense. Both teams are. Both teams are high-level three-point shooting teams. They both lead the league in three-point shooting and have led the playoffs. Obviously, we know Boston leads the league in three-point shooting, but the Mavs are going to have to knock some down this next game, Ben. I mean, if they don't have at least 10 threes this next game, they're probably not going to be in it, and they're going to get whooped again like they did tonight. And they're going to need some production from somebody off their bench, too. They got no production from anybody off their bench. You see Hardy getting some late buckets here, but where are you going to get that production off the bench? I mean, you saw the Celtics were able to bring a 7-3 guy off the bench named Porzingis, and he ended up being their leading scorer practically in the game. So it's like, where's that going to come from the Mavs? They're not going to have that. So they're going to have somebody, though, that comes in and gets some.
They might just start Porzingis next game, honestly.
But. Yeah, they might end up starting him. I mean, he is a starter. We know that. Yeah. But to be able to have that luxury to bring him off the bench, because if you're not bringing him off the bench, then who are you bringing off the bench? Whether it's Horford or whether it's, Derek White or whoever, you're still bringing some quality off the bench, right? Someone that's going to come get you some buckets and make an impact. So that's how deep Boston is, and that's why they've been so tough all season. They won 60-plus games for a reason. We've been saying it tonight.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, my gosh. This guy. They put this guy in earlier, too, and he was knocking out threes. So
I'm saying, everybody's knocking out threes right now. Boston. Hardy with a nice tough shot. Oof. Getting in a rhythm, though. Yeah, Hardy.
So Hardy getting some trash buckets here, getting some garbage time, but good to see him getting a rhythm, and I think Jason Kidd likes that because he knows he can plug him in game 2, and hopefully he'll already be in a rhythm. Game 2 is going to be Sunday night. We'll see if we can hop on or not.
Yeah, we might hop on. We'll see.
Not sure, but we'll talk about it. Hopefully we'll get on. Hopefully we can get a little more traction than we did tonight, but we'll try to get on a little bit early. Maybe talk about, some of the games. Maybe have some questions. Try to talk about some adjustments that Dallas may make and see what they can do to try to even up this series too.
Yeah, for sure. Let us know in the chat if y'all think any of adjustments that they need to make, Dallas needs to make, or if you're a Boston fan and you think see any adjustments to keep them winning, let us know. Make sure you hit that like button, vote in the poll. It looks like 62% Boston ended up winning the poll. I'd let it go for a while. I probably should have ended it like in the fourth quarter. But
It was been over for a while.
Yeah,
right?
it's been over for a while anyways. No, I should have ended it though before the game got to the point where who's going to win. So people just start voting. You know what I mean? They come in late. But yeah, it's all good. Appreciate everybody tuned in. I don't know. You want to keep going? You want to end it there?
Yeah, no, we'll probably get off here, but again, every game has its own identity. Me and Ben always talk about it in the series, so expect it to be a whole new game, a whole new series in game 2.
We could see the opposite. We could see Dallas with high percentage shooting.
These series are, as we see in the playoffs, especially in the finals, are just games of adjustments, game by game. And so we might see a game where we go to Dallas and Dallas ends up smacking Boston around as well. So it may definitely happen in this series, but it's going to be interesting how Mavs come out in game 2. I think it's going to be a lot closer. I think we all hope it's going to be a lot closer. But again, if Boston shoots like this and they play like this, I don't think anybody in this league is beating them anyway. So you can just hand them the trophy at that point. But we appreciate y'all coming on. Y'all have a good night. Hope y'all enjoyed game 1. It was a blowout, but hopefully the games get better from here.
Yeah, I know we're gonna get some close ones. I know we're gonna get some close ones in the series. I'm not worried about that. Got the blowout out of the way, game 1. That's cool. This next one might be close. We got Deuce interviewing with Jason Tatum. That's cool. But yeah, I mean, this next game could be a blow. I mean, it could be a close game. See if Dallas can maybe steal it, or maybe Boston go up 2-0. We'll see. It's gonna be great. I mean, Dallas had a chance to stay in it early, and they kind of let it slip away, and then they had a chance to get back in it, cut it to 8, and then they let it slip away again. So now they kind of know what it takes going against Boston, how aggressive they're going to be. Definitely at home, it's going to be a tough task. We got Josh, my brother Josh, saying Dallas is done. It's not going past 5 games. Oh, okay. So he's feeling Boston right now, because they got that big win. But
that Boston, it looks like we got Leo in the chat.
It's one win.
Leo in the chat saying Irvin goes next season back to Boston, so we can't destroy Boston with Luka. F off championships with Mavs. Those are F off championship with Mavs. Boston is his future. I don't know, man.
I don't know if he'll do that, bro. The Boston fans, I don't know if they would even accept him back if he went there. Honestly,
that's a bold prediction, Cotton. But
that's a bold prediction, Cotton.
That's gonna be tough to say, but. I think he's enjoying himself in Dallas right now. I think he said he was happier than he's ever been.
Josh said Lively forgot the ball all of a sudden. Yeah, he did have a really bad game, man. Him and Gafford didn't really seem like they were there. I think a lot of the defense had to do with it. The way Boston was playing him, a lot different from the other teams. Not letting them get that, doing a lot of switching. So we'll see what happens though. What adjustments Dallas makes to maybe make that happen moving forward.
Yeah, and those big guys really need to get some easy buckets to kind of get them going and get some confidence and play the defense that they do. And we didn't see that at all. I mentioned it earlier to Ben, Dallas had been living in the paint, getting easy buckets from Luka, Gafford, Lively. They were just getting layups, dunks all over the place, lobs. It's what we kept seeing against OKC and against Minnesota. We did not see that once tonight against Boston, not one time. So, not a one damn time. So Boston definitely put some emphasis on blocking those lobs and those easy buckets for those big men, because we've seen Dallas live in the paint. So even when they're not shooting threes, they can always stay in games because they can get those easy buckets inside. Boston shut that shit off tonight, shut down their 3-ball.
Yeah.
Kyrie did not have a good game. Luka was really the only one that was in somewhat of a rhythm, but even he was having to score, and it was getting tough buckets when he was having to score. So they just made life tough all around for Dallas tonight. Yeah, obviously with the points they scored, it's not going to be enough to beat the Boston team.
Yeah, like you said, Luka and Kyrie both had tough. When they did make buckets, they were tough shots. They made them work for what they had to get. So I really feel like Kid's going to look at the film and try to make some adjustments to get them easier buckets, easier looks, and that's going to help them out a lot if they can get that, because they can start dishing, maybe get some of those lobs. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens moving forward. It's going to be like a chess game. The coach is going to move pieces around, making little minor adjustments here and there.
Yeah.
So, but right now, everybody knows, like we were talking about earlier, Boston does have a better team. So if Missoula gets these guys in line and they keep playing the way they're playing, definitely Porzingis playing at a high level, Brown showing up, and you got Tatum right there, and they're hasn't even done much. I mean, you got not even mentioning White and their defensive stopper. What's his name? Drew Holiday. So
yeah. And that's the thing about Boston. You don't know who it is going to be from night to night. Tonight it was Porzingis. Brown got into the action. The next game it could be Tatum. It could be White, like you said. So Boston can attack you from a lot of positions. And I like, Ben's point as far as Jason Kidd going to make adjustments. He's been shown that he's been able to do that throughout the playoffs in his career as a coach. But all the adjustments aren't going to matter if they're not hitting shots, bro.
That's true.
89 points ain't enough to beat the 1989 Celtics.
Easier looks to make the shots.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
I mean, they had a few open looks. Look at that wide open three he missed.
They got to hit shots because 89 points ain't going to beat the 1986 Celtics. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's just not happening.
Well, they had 20 points in the first quarter, and then they had 22 in the second. So they played horrible in the first half. They turned on a little bit in the third, and then they decided to get stomped on again after that. So we'll see if they can bring it back in the second in game 2. But like Joel said, we'll try to be live for game 2 Sunday night. We'll let y'all know. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the voting on everything. We'll try to get on early game 2 if we do. So we can chop it up a little bit about the game pregame. Talk about maybe some other stuff going on in sports. Make sure you hit that sub button if you like what you see. Ball up.
Ball up.
Have a good night. Peace out.